hello there.
Wow, hello. There's a lot of people here already tonight. Good to see you. Congratulations to Core for getting the first tonight. Tachyon just missed out on that. I'm sorry, Gab, that you didn't get your chance. Hello to you. Hey to Tachyon. Hey to Core. Hey to Gab Channel. Hey to Maelia. Hey to TC Frosh. Thank you all for being here for the start of the stream. I really appreciate it. It's lovely to see you. I hope you're doing well. Hey, Winter Wolf, thanks for tuning in. Thank you so much for the support, Winter Wolf. I really appreciate it. It's always awesome to have you here. I hope everybody is doing well. Hey, Hildebrand, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I'm so sorry. I had a bit of cough right into the microphone. That just hit me out of nowhere. Oh dear. I'm so sorry. Hey, Solid Snake, how are you doing? Caught the start of the stream. You have caught the start of the stream. You are not late for once. It's lovely to see you. It's lovely to have you here. All right. Another week rolls by. It's time for us to wage interstellar war against the Hydra in Terra Invicta. Let me just make sure that I'm on the right window before I click a button and click this. And you should now see Terra Invicta, except you don't because I didn't set it up properly. Give me 1 second. It's trying to show you Rogue Trader right now, but Rogue Trader isn't running. I'm doing great, Winter Wolf. I just had a random cough hit me out of nowhere. I'm apart from being a little bit run down. Let me just kill the Spotify. We don't need Hard Space Shipbreaker soundtrack right now. And here we are back in the world that is a million... Actually, I need to fix chat. A million spreadsheets. Terra Invicta. Now, I have done a little bit of prep for the stream. And there is a lot going on. Currently getting to Solar Expanse. I think Solar Expanse is really up my alley as well. I just have bounced really hard off the user interface for that game. Like, really hard. But that's probably just going to... Hopefully that'll get improved during early access and I can give it another go. I did download it. I did play it for like 20 minutes. But just at the moment, the user interface for Solar Expanse just isn't there. But I really, really want to get into it. Oh, that's cool. Having some days off is always the best. Okay. So we've got some stuff. Okay, Red Lorry, Yellow Lorry is coming online. That's our new shipyard. So that's almost finished. And then apparently we need to defend China. So let's have a look at the situation on Earth first, and then we'll branch out from there. So, if you weren't here last time, we unified India and Pakistan into one utopia. Hey, Leoncio, how's it going? I don't think it does, Gab Channel. At least it doesn't to start with. Maybe it does. An accountant's worst nightmare, spreadsheets. Yes. Well, good job I'm not an accountant. So we've now unified India and Pakistan into one country, and we can begin to do that with other countries as well. We've picked up, we're picking up Nepal and Bhutan to bring them in as well. Yeah, that's a very good point, Ghost of Gecko. I guess I just had more time for this. Maybe it got me going early. That's all. Well, nice core. I'm glad to get people giving feedback. So we've picked up Bhutan and Nepal. We're going to amalgamate those. We can do the same with Bangladesh. The other thing I think we're going to look at doing is working on Korea. If we can pick North and South Korea up, we can unify them into one country, and then we can... Also, I never realized there was artwork for Industrial Age armies, but there you go. There's Industrial Age army artwork. We are, of course, at Information Age. One thing to worry about, I did notice before the stream, is that America is at Robotics Age. So they have most advanced armies in the world. We're not that far behind them in China, but we need to do something about that. So the next target for... Once we've picked up Bangladesh, which we have a claim on, I believe. Yeah, we do. Probably can just do Aurora Fox. Look, a lot of people want me to play Aurora Fox. Oh, you're actually getting Hildebrand into it. Don't forget to check the prerequisite for the Pegasus drive. I'm certain we have an E69, but we will check it. So we're going to start working on Korea and North Korea. That's our main plan for this stream. That's it for Earth, at least. We also need to change our priorities up a little bit. So I actually think we need to invest a little bit higher in military and army in China. China's going to take a really long time to flip on government unless we pick up Taiwan. And if we pick up Taiwan, we can we can basically have Taiwan absorb China, and then we can free China from Taiwan if we want to, and flip the democracy over. Next Warrior Mercenaries. Yes, the next Warrior Mercenaries is the one based on the TV show, isn't it? These games just watch out. This struggle and enjoy. Yes. Did you set the end of year invest alarm? I did, because I missed it last time, but let's just do it again, just in case. So we'll say December 28th, invest. All right, alarm is set. I don't think you need Pegasus once you have Orion. I think it's a different type of requirement for fueling, isn't it? Okay, so that is Earth at the moment. Let's just set up some orders for people on Earth. How is our unrest looking? So we're peaceful in India, and we are peaceful in China. We have one more control point to grab in Nepal. So let's get Bruce Wayne to purge out that control point.
We are taking power.
We'll get Robusto
Ready.
Cabusto to fight some aliens, which is what she always
Taking it to
does. Bobo Fetter Cairn can hold for the second. Tanka Lelek can hold for a second. Steve Jobless can hold for a second. We'll get Wintermute to defend Bhutan, just to make sure it's protected. And then we'll get Bob. We'll get Tanka Lelek to advise in China. We'll get Bobo Fetter Cairn to advise in India. And that leaves Steve Jobless to investigate the alien activity that's happened in Uzbekistan. Let's check for level ups on everybody. So yes, you're right. Steve does have a level up. He's currently at 20, so he can't go higher than 24 admin. He's currently at 25 espionage, which are his core stats. I want to start getting everyone's security up. Just now that we're no longer pressured on control points, I think security is an important one because we are getting a lot of problems with enemies stealing stuff from us. I also noticed that we have Vela minerals available for purchase here, which is a plus 2% space science, but more importantly, 5% space mining outputs bonus. There's also Serpent's energy here, which is another 5%. We want to try and get hold of all of these if we can. So I want to try and pick up Serpans and Vela right now. So let's see if we've got anyone, excuse me one second, anyone who has... basically, Solid Snack, there's a research called the Pan-Asian Combine, where China can... I'll show you what China can pick up in a second. Let me see. So Wintermeat Woods can grab one of these. So let's grab what this one is. Space Science, a -2 boost. That's the problem, is the -2 boost. This is -3 boost. I mean, together these are -5 boost for plus 10% income, which I think is worth it, especially because we're going to build more boost. We're not building much boost at the moment. I think the nuclear missiles you unlocked aren't the shaped charge one. I think we haven't researched those ones yet. We've got them available to research, but we haven't done it. Do I want to spend 5 boost on this? I think I do. Let's grab the cheaper one first. So we'll grab Serpent's Energy. That's a 5%. So if you watch our numbers up here, they'll go up by quite a lot. 5% is worth it. Do I have a slot with anybody else? You've got to level up as well, Bruce. So Bruce is at 25 admin, 25 investigation. His base admin is 21, so he's very close to being able to completely dump all of his admin stuff. So let's get him another level in admin. That brings him up to level 22 admin, so he can dump 3 admin, which means he can get rid of Cetus Global here. So if I unassign this org, he'll still be at 25 admin. Unfortunately, he hasn't got enough to pick up Vela Minerals, but that does free up an org for someone else. You haven't got a level up. You haven't got a level up. You haven't got a level up. Steve Jobless can't pick up Cadus, but Wintermute can pick this up, which means I still don't have enough. Damn. So he's at 25 admin, but his base admin is 17, so he's getting 10 admin. The problem is he has no other stars available, so we can't at the moment grab Vela Minerals, which is a shame. I don't really want to get rid of any of the other stuff he's running. That's okay, we've got one of them. I'm pretty happy with that at the moment. So, with the Pan-Asian Combine, we can pick up all of this and make it part of China, as well as Korea. And we can start moving into this Asia-Pacific. And then what we could do is, if we pick up the Republic of the Southern Cross, we can combine Australia and New Zealand, and combine them with Papua New Guinea, and then we'll have claims on Papua New Guinea, and we can absorb all of Australia, I think, into China as well. And then we can start pushing west, and absorb the Caliphate with China, and we'll basically have Super China taking over the entire world. That's kind of where we're going to be going eventually. Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, probably going to be picking... We probably need to make the Central Asian Union as well to pick those up. Alright, so that's what we're doing on Earth at the moment, but there's a few other things we want to look at because it's the start of a new stream. So let's have a quick look at our research. Our space future, trans-interface warfare, and molecular assemblies are all going to take quite a long time to complete. Actually, they're not going to take too long. Trans-interface warfare and molecular assemblies are both going to complete this year. We also have alien robotics, fleet combatants, and a cooperative resolution all running. They are also all going to complete this year. So we're able to pick some new stuff. Exactly, Hildebrand. I don't think New Zealand would survive. There is also tech to break Australia up, and you could have a free West Australia if you want. So everyone needs to learn Mandarin? Yeah, pretty much. That's where we're going. Now, a couple of things we wanted to check. First of all, if we just check our projects here, we did unlock that missile. Oh, maybe I did research it because it's not in my favorites. Green Arc Laser Cannon Marine Platoon, PsyOps Urban Warfare. So if we just quickly jump over to Ship Designer, and I check my missiles, what have we got? We've got Hydrolux torpedoes with improved range and a penetrator warhead. Penetrator torpedo powered by nuclear thermal. So these are penetrators. And these are... So we've got penetrators, we don't have shape charge. Is that what we're thinking of? What do you want to check? What countries? Shape charge. Yeah, we don't have the shape charge, we have the penetrators. So maybe we still need to wait for that one to pop. Now the other thing we wanted to check was the prerequisite for Pegasus. So let's go to the tech tree, we'll do a full search, view full check. I will type in Pegasus. I'm sure we have all the prerequisites for it. So we need... The only thing we haven't got is we haven't got fission spinner drive. I don't think we've researched this. Let me just check. We'll show obsolete. Fission spinner. You didn't research the shape charge, I think it popped last year. I don't see it in the list. Fission spinner is going to be under... It's going to be under energy, isn't it? So it's going to be under... It should be here somewhere. Unless I've already got it. I might already have it. So I've got nuclear-powered frag warfare, which is... And I've got... Is it the nuclear-powered explosive warhead? Are those the shape charge ones? The Athenas? It might be the Athenas we need to get. I'll add them to my thing here. Maybe we did get the fission spinner. No, it's not them? Okay. Did we get the fission spinner? I don't see the fission spinners here. You faved it. I did, but I checked my favorites before and I wasn't seeing it. Yeah, it's not in my favorites. It's not here. Because I just added nuclear-powered explosive warhead torpedoes just now. And there's no other that I can see. No other missiles here. So it looks like we don't have it. Do we have fission spinner drive, though? I guess the easiest way to check is just to come in here and check our drives. So we've got large drive, teardrop. Yeah, we don't have fission spinner. You don't forget, you haven't researched compact fission reactor 3. That's probably what the issue is there, because I've got compact fission reactor 1, and that's all. I don't think you can go west with China. Also, assembly pack will massively damage due to population, region distribution. That's all long-term plans. I might not amalgamate them all into one country. People are asking what you could do. Okay, so technology is sorted. In terms of space, we've got 4 stations under construction right now. Red Lorry, Yellow Lorry is our new shipyard, and the shipyards themselves will be online on the 30th of January. And at that point, we're going to need to build a new Earth defense fleet. We've got Narachi base, which is the base we took last stream, which has got us some more income. We've got the Citadel of Koloa, which is in Mercury orbit, and we've got Bell Station, which is in Venus orbit. When Koloa has completed its construction module, which is going to take a little bit of time, that's going to be finished on the 14th of March. We'll start building more stations in Mercury orbit. That's a really important station that we need to get up and running. While we're waiting for that, though, I do want to get started on... Actually, I think I was waiting on this. I was waiting on this for this as well. So we're going to wait for the 14th of March to build anything else there. Aliens. Let's just have a quick check if there's any aliens on the way to Earth. There's currently one lot of aliens on the way to Earth. They'll be here on the 26th of January. I can't do anything about them right now. We also, before we forget, have the Earth Preservation Society. Pacific Defense League is the one I normally want to try and go for. Will you give Space Haven a go? I've actually picked it up, but I haven't had time to play it yet. So these guys are on their way to 132 Athena, which is another asteroid which is going to get us some more resources. The question we need to ask ourselves is, do we want to send Imperial Fleet Palpatine, hey Jacob Bronski, to another place to take it? We should also have leaving soon head back to Earth once they've refueled, but they can't do that right now because they have no Delta V. So we could send Imperial Fleet Palpatine to go and attack for more resources. The thing is, the only real options here are a place on Mercury that I'm probably going to take anyway, or a base that is owned by the aliens, or a base that is owned by the aliens. Possibly Pericles Base, which is owned by the Protectorate. But we've got an income of 65 at the moment. Or if we want to boost our nobles, we control the best source of fissils in the solar system at the moment. Actually, sorry, best nobles. There we go. That's better. Yeah, we've got this one here. The next option is, again, Mercury. Sorry, this is what I want to be looking at. I was looking at fissils. So we've got University. We could go and take Vorkaf or Jennifer's Crater. But honestly, the amount of fissils here I don't think is worth it. This is not bad because it's 18,516. It's actually the name of a fleet, but it's still a great name. So I don't think I'm going to send them anywhere right now. I think I'm going to send them to Ceres to fuel up. So let's get them. I'm going to route them to Ceres, if I can get them there. Luna, Eros, Mars, Vesta, Ceres. Can they make a low? Yeah, they can make a Ceres orbit. That's going to cost them most of the Delta V, but we're going to send them there, and then we'll send them out possibly further into the solar system. But I'm just going to send them there for the moment. There's no real reason to do it. I just don't want them hovering around a random rock. Random opinion. Honestly, take arc, ultraviolet laser, and hardened Habs tech. Each with 3 LZs, you'll enter golden. Yes, we just need to get there. So let's just turn them over. Remember, we're currently pushing our way as hard as we can towards Tier 3 orbital hab research. That's our main one at the moment. Alright, I think we've got over everything we need to go over. We're kind of just waiting for the shipyard to come online in Earth orbit. Let's confirm assignments for the term. And let's unpause the game. And let's speed up time.
Offering counsel.
Offering counsel.
Securing our control.
Cool, we defended Bhutan. I forgot to check if we needed to defend China, actually. That was a really big one. Did we need to defend China there? I think we defended it last stream. No, China is currently undefended, which is a really big mistake on my behalf. If we lose a point in China, I'm going to reload the save, because that was really dumb of me. We can now research tourist berths, which is nice. Why are there fission reactor arrays on red lorry, yellow lorry? That's right, I wanted to look into this, but I was too tired last time. So red lorry, yellow lorry has fission reactor arrays, and I think that's because they were more efficient than solar reactor arrays. So these are producing 85 power, and the solar reactor arrays are producing 61. Yeah, they're on there because they're more efficient. That's fine. I just wanted to check that. Unfortunately, hard enough to know 100% to pop out. Of course it's not. All the good stuff is it not. Sorry to spoil your dreams, Jacob, about the fleet name. It is a great fleet name, though. Okay, that's a solar panel done on Citadel Kaloa. Skunkworks on Bell Station. It's a little bit more income for us. Layer defense arrays have been completed on Bell Station, which is wonderful. Bell Station can now defend itself. Increase unrest mission success. Where? United Arab Emirates. That's fine. There's already a lot of unrest there, thanks to me. The European Union has brought Belgium, Luxembourg into the European Union. So the European Union continues to grow. The Pro Control Academy has arrived at 250 Ballatina. It's not amazing, but it's got decent nobles and normal medals, but it's controlled by the aliens. Ulu University has reported an unexpected yet welcome discovery. During a routine excavation, a sudden rockfall exposed previously undetected deposits of valuable minerals. The shipping name list has been updated. I update it before every stream. A subsequent resurvey by our exogeologists confirmed the findings. These additional reserves will no doubt be able to sustain operations on the solar system for decades more. So, mining of all basic space resources already present increases by 25%, or I can conduct an additional survey, which will either get me... mining will increase by 50. Yeah, so I can just do this. It gives me a chance of even more. So the base is 25. I'll always get 25. There's a chance I can get 50. Increased by 25. So now we're getting 79 thistles, which is a massive bump. That was a great thing that just happened. She completely wiped out the invasive flora and fauna. Wonderful. That's inactivity. There's Earth Preservation Society just
Our associates
doing a crazy
are now in
move.
charge.
And we've taken control of Nepal. Fantastic. Alien fleet. So another alien fleet has launched for low Earth orbit. And there we go, new turn. Okay, the first thing we need to do is actually defend China. I can't believe I forgot to do that. Do you think they would die? Nope, I put it into harm's way. Someone always won. Why did it? No, you did it right. You give them a name like that, and they refuse to give in to their destiny. It's always amazing. Okay, let's just unclick all of this rather than clicking it all, which I just did. Okay, let's get Robusto Combusto needs to fight aliens. There's some aliens in Russia.
We're going in.
And Bruce Wayne has completed his purging of these. I think I want to pick up Bangladesh right now as well, and we'll just start pulling all of these into India together. Bangladesh is, we used to control it, but it's 12. It's actually quite. It's not that cheap. It's not actually that cheap control point wise. It's what 13, 26. It's 39 control points. Excuse me. Yawning already. And we have 481, 519, so we have what? 9 would take us to 490, then 1090 would take us to 500, then another 10, which is 29, takes us to 510. So we have like 38 control points. So we should be fine to take Bangladesh. We'll only end up going over by a very small amount. So let's get Bruce Wayne to start purging out Bangladesh. It's only got a 1% chance, really? Oh, it's because it's not cracked down. This one here I've got a 51% chance on. Now, do we have a non-aggression pact with either of these groups? The initiative, so it's Project Exodus. We're accepting contact missions. We don't offer improved relations. I don't have a relations. Here we go. I have a non-aggression pact with Project Exodus. So if I was to take these points, I would make them angry with me. So let's leave Bangladesh for the moment. Let's just sort out Nepal and Bhutan. I need to get this other region sorted. And then what we're going to do is we need to defend Bhutan. So I'll get... who can do that for me? I think Steve Jobs can. No.
Acknowledge.
Okay, it's going to have to be Wintermute. He's going to defend Bhutan. Nepal, sorry.
Securing our interests.
Bruce Wayne needs to investigate people. That's what he does. So we'll investigate this guy here. Actually, we'll investigate the... We'll go back to keeping our eye on the Xenoform.
Tracking targets.
We'll get Boba Fett Cairn to advise here. We'll get Tanka Lelek to advise here. I need to remember to put these on permanent assignment.
Offering
and then
assistance.
Steve Jobless can investigate the alien activity that popped off in Kazakhstan again. Alright, very simple turn. We're just picking up some more states, and then once their governments have calmed down, we'll be able to bring them. If you're going to see Bangladesh break the Exodus snap, you may as well steal their hab. I think they had a good one. Yeah, I'm not ready to do it right now. I don't think. There's a lot of other stuff that needs to happen in a minute, so I kind of want to just go through all of that. He's just gone to ground, interesting, but we still have access to him.
Offering assistance.
I will help them.
Okay, humanity first have a base here already. 70 Thistles is a lot. That's quite a lot. Sorry, 70 Volatiles is quite a lot. At 5-on-1 Davida. I'm not hating that. Let's mark that as green so we can keep an eye on it.
Making things safe for our people.
There's a defense, which is good. Up to 6k research now.
We've got some intel on our target.
Yep, that's why I told you to look at him. Okay, that's the solar array for Mercury. We're still waiting on the construction module.
Secured.
Good work, Robusto Combusto. Robusto Combusto is such a good agent. And there we go. I was wondering when the terror attacks would continue. So now they're doing terror attacks in Turkmenistan. Agents for the Academy of Possibly. So we know there's an alien doing this. We just continue refining him. Yes, I have defended China. Thank you for checking. Did I defend China? I didn't defend China. I didn't actually defend China. I told myself to defend China. I thought about defending China. And then I didn't defend China. Jeez. Okay, you can tell I'm tired tonight. Hopefully we don't lose China this turn, and then I will go back to defending it next turn. Shipyard. So those are shipyards in Earth orbit are complete. Televisions have crates full of green crowns on the base. They will rush over. I just want to finish this turn before I do anything about those shipyards, because I want to make sure we don't lose China. The turn should finish in a second, because we're on the 31st of January. Okay, there we go. Turn is completed. We did not lose it. We did not lose China. So we now have a ship. We can now build ships again in Earth orbit. We have 3 shipyards. Before we lay down anything, we could probably look at redesigning the Xerxes because we have new. We basically have new equipment. The Alien campaign would be. That's pretty much the Servant campaign, really. I assume. I've never played the Servants, but I assume it's pretty much the Servant campaign. So if we have a look at our ship classes, the Xerxes Block 2A. If we upgrade this, it's currently running a multi-core fission reactor 3. This is all fine. It's currently running Lancehead missiles, which are long-range penetrator missiles using Hydrolex fuel. What we could do is replace those with either the Ares torpedo or the Hestia torpedo. So these should have much more delta V, 18. So if I do a compare, if we just do the Ares torpedo to start with. So this is a penetrator warhead, which means which these also have. This does 2,424 damage. This does 95 damage. This is an acceleration of 18.3 Gs. This only has an acceleration of 4.9. This has a delta V of 4. This is a delta V of 9. Targeting range of 1,000 kilometers. So these will come out from further away. It's better to keep the missiles. We're not wanting to switch to the nuclears. If we're not doing that, then we could just keep building the 2As for now then. The Xerxes 2s, we don't need to refit them. Because the only other things we've really picked up since then is we've got armor struts. You see, I was under the impression that torpedoes were better, like Core is saying, because of their speed. I think the mix with nuclear are fine. We do have, that's a very good point, we do have the Argus class here, and the Argus is running Vulcan torpedoes, which are nuclear, I believe. Or are they just torpedoes? Hang on, I need to take off compare. I just need to click on this. So these are Hydrolux torpedoes. I don't think did my missiles run out of DV? No, I thought all my missiles got shot down, not running out of DV. So this is a torpedo carrier, but we could swap out the Vulcan torpedoes for a nuclear torpedo instead, because they're doing the same job. Missiles to penetrate the defense, nuke for the kill. Yeah, so I think I'm going to swap the Vulcan torpedoes out for either the Hestia or the Ares. 2000. I think they both do the same. This does less damage. I think it has more speed though. 18.5 kps and 4.9 Gs of acceleration. So this I think is the missed the maneuvering ship because it ran them out of DV. Okay, so I think we're going to go for Hestia torpedoes on this ship, and that's the only change we're going to make. And then we're going to change these from what's the combat missile attack mode? I want them on focus fire. Can I select them all? No, I can't. Okay, so we've got the Hestias on that ship. So we'll mix one of these into every fleet so that we have a nuclear torpedo ship, and then we'll also just have the standards. So let's save this is the Argus. This is the Argus. This is actually the Argus 1, no, Argus 2. I have to type the whole thing out. No, it's the Xerxes Argus 2. Save design. Yes. And then I'll go to ship classes. I'll make the Argus 1 obsolete, and then we'll build we'll build both of these, and we'll need to build some paper shredders as well. I don't think there's anything we want to change with the paper shredders. We've already added the armor struts. It now has 45 frontal armor. The defenders are just doing the best they can. There could be a call to swap out one 40mm autocannon for one light railgun battery, because this can still work in defense, and it gives the ship a longer range defense gun. So we've got two layers rather than two 40mm that are firing at the same range bracket. I kind of want to try this out as an option rather than the double 40mm. For engaging maneuverable ship missile, definitely better. With one missile with good DV. The problem with mixing torps and missiles is they arrive at different times. Yes, we saw that last time. We're only going to have one torpedo ship in the fleet, and the idea is that it fires after everything else. I just want to use them, basically. So this is what I'm thinking about doing for the paper cuts. Just having one light railgun battery Mark II to work with the 40mm autocannon as a longer range defensive gun, just so that we can start hitting the torpedoes and stuff from slightly further out. So I'm going to make this the paper shredder Mark III. Paper shredder Mark III. What's this? Why not coils? I don't have coil. Oh, I do. Sorry, I do have a light coil gun battery. Yes, we'll use a light coil gun battery. My bad. I didn't see the coil there. Missile nodes are good at hitting maneuverable ships. But that's why we're trying to move away from missiles core. My end goal is lasers. I want to build laser. What are they called? Is it destroyers or laser cruisers? But I don't have the technology for that yet. So this is what we're using until then. So enemy ships will have less time for deception. To me, it's better for static combat against fact ships. Low PvP. Yeah, that's okay. I'm just having. I think there's very much a conception that you have in bold underlined to use the best of X, use the best of Y, use the best of Z because X, Y, and Z. What I'm trying to do is have a bit of fun. At the end of the day, combat in this game is more about who's brought the most guns, and we're not going to be relying on missiles for too long anyway. So in the meantime, I just want to mess around with it a little bit. We're never not going, it's never not going to come down to the fact that I brought one ship with the wrong missile type. I'm just going to have fun with it. And we're going to get a few different big explosions if a nuclear bomb hits. That's kind of what I'm going for. I want a nuclear torpedo launcher so that if a nuclear torpedo hits something, we get a big explosion. That's literally it. That's why I'm doing it. So let's save the Mark III. Let's lay down some ships. Earth. I think combat in this game comes down to who brought less point defense. Pretty much, yeah. Okay, unless you're using lasers, then point defense doesn't matter. So we're going to start off by building... What are we going to start off by building? We're going to start off by building... Oh, I need to... Hang on. I need to make the Mark II obsolete. There we go. Okay, ship construction. Hestia is not a nuke, only nuke propelled. That's fine. We haven't researched the nuke ones yet. Oh, we have. Yeah, we haven't researched the nuke ones yet. So Earth. Let's build one Argus, Block 2. That's the Hestia. And then we're going to build 2 Xerxes standards, which are the ones with the lance heads. And then we're going to build some paper shredders. So I want 3 paper shredders. And that's probably... and then we'll build 1 more missile ship. So that's our whole queue for the moment. Exactly, Swissora, for the content. Alright, so that's our Earth defenses set up. Now, before I forget, let's get Wintermute to defend China. Because I keep making that mistake. Bruce Wayne needs to keep investigating the aliens. Because I need to make sure I don't lose track of them. So where are they? There's 2, the Xenoform Alpha 8 and the Xenoform Alpha 14. We'll get Robusto Combusto, hasn't got any aliens to fight, so get her to investigate the alien activity in Turkmenistan.
Investigate an alien site.
And Steve Jobless, he is good at espionage and admin. I don't think there's any projects with sabotaging at the moment. It is crazy, and that's not even and it'll get even faster than that later on as well. Let's just have a look at everyone's tech. All right, so I could hit their exotic hybrid systems. I could hit the Protectorate's code. No, I can't hit the Code System Pact. I've already hit that once. We could hit the Initiative. Initiative don't really have anything apart from Green Arc Laser Cannon. And I don't want to bother with Resistance Humidifier. So I'm going to go for the Servants, and I'm going to hit Exotic Hybrid Systems. Just knock that back on them. So, Steve Jobless, if you could sabotage someone from the Servants.
I'm on your side.
Cool.
I'm going
and then
in.
Let's confirm assignments for the turn. And let's unpause.
Lending my expertise.
Offering support.
That's our T.
Securing our
Okay.
control.
We lost our initiative contact, so we're going to have to get a new one. Well, I think it's actually going to be worth picking up someone from the Protectorate right now.
We've hacked their research data.
Okay, let's hit Exotic Hybrid Systems. I've dealt with Servants, a major step back to their research. Excellent.
Person of interest surveilled.
The kind of PD matters as well. Kinetic electronic. Usually I can see what the incoming warships have. They adapt to it to let us switch to correct PD. Hey, Nuck. Good to see you. It's been a while since you've been on a stream. Phoebe explosion. A massive explosion has been set on Saturn's moon Phoebe. Scientists around the world are baffled as to why this explosion occurred. While it is assumed to be the work of mysterious aliens that appeared in the outer system, there is no human presence on Phoebe for them to have attacked. The current leading theory is the aliens suffered some kind of industrial accident while constructing a base there. This would indicate their power source is extremely volatile. I've never had this event before. How strange. Event unlocked the mystery of Phoebe. Huh. I don't think I'm going to lose the campaign because I built the wrong ships. Because we're going to have one ship in the fleet that has that loadout. And the one thing I've normally done okay at in this game is the fleet combat. Even though my fleet combat hasn't been that exciting. But we'll see. You know, if I do, then you're more than welcome to tell me that you told me so. Thanks, Swissora. Turkey under control initiative has declared war on Singapore. Okay. Turkey actually has one of the most advanced militaries in our world at the moment. And aliens are terrorizing Uzbekistan. That's not really that good.
Recon complete.
Earth Preservation Society on their way. I've gained control for the servants for the in Congo. Okay. Are they going to arrive before the end of the month? Yeah, no. Yeah, they're going to arrive before the end of the month. They're going to arrive before the end of the turn. That's the end of the turn now. Okay, 16th of February 2037. Back to Earth. So how long do we need before we can... I think there is a 71 days for here and 40 days for here. So in 40 days we can federate with Bhutan. What we should actually do right now is we should manage relations and we should ally with Nepal and Bhutan. And we should also get China to do that as well. Who are they allied with here? Djibouti. Why are we allied with Djibouti? Who controls Djibouti? I'm not too worried about it. We're just not agreed to go to them. So they will allied up. If there was a base in Phoebe, it should be named Spellycat. I'm not sure what was going on with that event, the explosion on Phoebe. I've never seen that event before. This is, I think, the third time I've gotten this far into the game.
Ready for my mission.
Okay, quick turn. We don't have too much to do right now. So we're going to send you after the Xenoform.
Eyes on target.
Robusto will investigate the inactivity. You're advising.
Where do you need me?
What we want to start doing is we want to start working on public opinion in North and South Korea. Well, we have to make the decision. Are we going to take Bangladesh or are we going to take Korea? Korea is a lot more appealing because Korea is controlled by enemies. It really does, Solid Snake. That most infamous board game. So we can start working on public opinion here, which is currently very, very low. Same within North Korea. So you're not particularly good at public campaigning, but I can put some money behind you, and you can start raising public opinion of us in this area. Now what we need to do is I want to find a protectorate person. Okay, we actually have one here. Hang on, that's going to change what Steve Jobs does, because he's my espionage person. Oh, I need a persuader, don't I, for turning. That's a Tankalelek job, right? Oh, hang on. Wrong button. Click on this. Tankalelek.
Reporting in.
Tankalelek can't turn.
Where to?
Who can turn?
I'm here.
Can nobody turn?
Acknowledged.
So
At your service.
Steve and Tankalelek can turn,
Ready
but
for
I
my
need to
mission.
investigate the person. So let's get
I'm
Wintermute
here.
to investigate this protectorate person, so we can start getting ready to turn them. It's a CNA takes months. Okay. Right.
Surveillance
That's that
target.
done. Did we defend China? Yes, we did defend China. See, China now has a little shield next to it. I did finally remember it. At the moment, I have no interest in leaving the continent. So the naval blockades only stop military, and I'm not doing anything. All of my holdings are landlocked and touching each other. So the navy thing isn't too big of an issue for me right now. Down the road, it will be. But right now, I don't need to worry about it. I've got too many other things to worry about. I don't want to spread
Offering
my
support.
stuff too much. Okay. Earth Preservation Society has arrived at 132 Athena. 132 Athena has a base we wanted to capture last stream. Where is it? It has Pericles' base, which is producing 78 metals, 33 nobles. And at the moment, it has if I go back one screen, it has a military value of 4. So let's invade. We're going to send in the Marines to take this place over. 98% chance to complete. Marines are on their way to the ground.
Offering counsel.
And we'll find out if they've won in a day.
Surveillance complete.
Okay, we need to keep investigating this guy to get science. Widespread panic about the aliens appears ready to break out in Wuhan. Rumors about alien experiments on people in the area have led to disruption of government's ability to keep people safe. Authorities are fearful of civil unrest. So we can let it run its course, which I think will just result in an unrest, a cohesion change. Calm the public, which is less of a cohesion change, but gets a public opinion boost. We can deploy our forces, which unfortunately negatively impacts the democracy's score, but doesn't affect cohesion or unrest. Or we can't do this because we're on the initiative. So hey, Chaos Space Marine, good to see you. Yes, it has been a while. It's really nice to see you again. I'm going to deploy our forces. Pericles' base has been captured by the Academy. Take me there. All right. What did the Marines? The Marines have destroyed. Well, the place hasn't even really been built yet. We need to roll a base name. The campaign's going really well. You've joined at the point where we're having space battles against the aliens. So this is base 627. I don't know what that is a reference to, but that is the name of the base. And now we just need to rebuild it. So they've destroyed the construction module. So actually, I think I've got a HAB template, don't I? Yeah, we'll just rebuild UU University. There you go. And that should have the place set up properly. Yeah, massively overproducing on power. Excellent. Okay, so that's another mine on the way. What I'll also do is I will get Earth Preservation Society to land on the surface. And then they will be ready to take back up. Submits request to build a pizza parlor on base 627 into the common pucks. I wonder how the Marines have been in space. Those Marines have been in space for a couple of years now. That's their second orbital hot drop onto an enemy base. But they get some leave now.
Complete.
And now that they've landed. Okay, keeping an eye on him. So for those joining, we fully control all of China and India, and we've subsumed Pakistan into India. So we have
winning their hearts and
we have a
minds.
massive amount of research, and we're now using the research to start to push us in the right direction. All right, Victor 336 is arriving in Earth orbit. They are a cruiser, a destroyer, and a corvette. I don't know what their mission is. So we're just going to keep them selected, and we'll see what happens when they get here. Yes, because it was unfortunately we had to do it via warfare, but there was no actual military battles. It was our army marched into Pakistan, and Pakistan surrendered. Okay. That's the layer defense arrays completed in Mercury, but we still haven't got the construction module, which is what we're waiting on. Compact Solid Fission Reactor 2 is now available for research. I'd set that as a favorite. Until they find the fabled space crabs, they will not return home. Okay, that fleet has arrived in low Earth orbit. Let's keep an eye on what they're doing. They should have a new mission pretty soon. They take a couple of days to recover. I'll speed up a little bit faster, and then they'll get a new mission. I'm just making sure I've got my pause button ready. Oh, okay. So these guys are doing Earth surveillance, and they'll be doing it until the 3rd of September. So let me set an alarm for the we'll do it for the 1st of September. And we'll say Victor 336 will complete surveillance on the 3rd of September. And that gives me enough time to decide what I want to do about this. Because if we let them complete this, they'll get the research points. We've denied their last 2 Earth surveillance runs. And I'm hoping the alien hate will have come down by then. Which actually tastes the best.
Here's what we've...
I like that. That's funny. That's genuinely funny. Let me time up slightly. Sorry. My tea's gone cold. Okay, let's check for level ups. Are we helping the aliens? We are trying to get the aliens to see us as equals. Which is the hardest job of them all, because they think we're basically just animals. But we're trying to prove to them that we can be equals. Okay, so she is at 25 admin. Her base admin is 18. And her command is only 17. I think I'm just going to keep pushing her admin up so we can get rid of her admin orgs. So let's just get her admin up. So she currently got 9 points, which puts her at 28. So she's 3 over. Which means I can probably remove something that's worth 3. So we can get rid of Obsidian Capital Group. And that frees up some slots for her to pick some more stuff up. Now, I'm not interested in Sable Brands or Horus applications. Bubble Frederican's at 10. Technolec. Steve Jobs is at 8. Can Wintermute pick up Obsidian Capital? He can't. Okay, so he's at his admin limit. We'll hold on to this for a little... Actually, I'm just going to get rid of this. We don't need it anymore. We are kind of trying to coexist, yeah. But in order to do that, we're going to have to show them that we have teeth, basically. Which means we're going to have to fight them. Alright. So we're waiting for these 2 countries to normalize relations so that we can absorb them. Bruce needs to continue investigating the aliens. I noticed one of the aliens has disappeared. So you investigate that alien.
Target.
You've got nothing to do right now, Robusto. But we are building up a little bit of unrest in India. So let's just stabilize.
We'll turn down the heat.
Steve Jobless needs to continue to... Actually, no, sorry. Wintermute needs to continue... Hang on. Wintermute needs to continue to investigate his protectorate person. Was it Amoro he was protecting before? I can't remember who he was protecting. I think it was this guy, right? If we just go to him, it'll be the person who's standing next to. Yeah, it's this guy. So continue investigating this guy. And then Steve Jobless still isn't ready to turn him, but will be soon. So in the meantime, I'll just get him to continue to public campaign in South Korea. So the South Koreans realize that the academy is like the best thing since Tubaki. Alright, let's confirm assignments. And let's unpause for the turn.
I will help them.
Offering assistance.
Oh dear chat, I'm doing so much. Okay, fleet combatants just completed. That gets us access to cruisers and battle cruisers and battleships, which we actually learn about the A's. We've learned quite a lot about them, but some of the research I'm doing right now will tell us more about them. So I just finished my lukewarm tea. All right, so we've got our fleet combatants. Let's get Compact Solid Core Fission Reactor 2 done. It's a very short research, and we need it to unlock Solid Core Fission Reactor 3. So Cooperative Resolution and Alien Robotics are on the way. These are all still running here. So let's just continue on. We do know, for example, that they have some like pet races. Investigate Counselor. Okay, so we got his actual loyalty score of 6, which makes him a perfect target
some intel
to
on
turn.
our target.
So we're going to turn that guy over next turn.
Things are stabilizing.
Stabilizing.
The people will come to our side.
Okay, we're up to 29% public opinion in Korea. That's moving very quickly. And more alien terror happening in Uzbekistan. The cruisers are only worth it, really. So just have a quick look at what the ships we unlocked. Oh, the construction module's finished in Mercury. That means we can start building out our Mercury stuff. So ship designer side, cruisers have this layout. They've got three. They've got a forward gun. Excuse me. They've got a size 2 nose gun. So you could, for us, the best gun we can put in there is a rail cannon. And then they have 3 hull weapons. So what I would want to do down the road is get something like maybe a coil gun battery and possibly either another light coil gun or a arc laser battery into that position. And then they've got quite a lot of room for utility modules. They can have 6, 7 utility modules. Oh, I said the dreaded thing. Or a battle cruiser has the large nose module, and that's where we put our big lasers for long-range bombardment. And then the battleships, they don't have the nose modules, but they do have room for a large battery, which is where we want to put our big coil gun batteries when we get our hands on them. But we don't have the technology yet. We're still working on getting the good stuff. So I don't really want to lay these ships down until we have the guns that we really want to have. The other problem is I don't really have the engines I want for these ships yet either, and they do cost a lot. These ships, for the moment, a battleship right now will take 240 days to build. Count it out with 640 millimeters. I mean, yes, you could put 640 millimeters on this thing. I was actually considering what 6 light coil guns would look like on a battleship. But at the moment, I'm not really wanting to invest in these ships because of how long they take to build. Once we've got our tier 3 shipyards, that's when I want to start looking at ships of this size. Okay, Solar Core Fission Reactor 2 has just completed, which gets us a little bit closer to Solar Core Fission Reactor 3. In the meantime, we've got some other techs here we need to get researched. The green arc laser cannon, I think, is a pretty important one. It gets us closer to... This is the nose gun. How much armor does a battleship can bring? A lot. But we need so that's the next thing I want to research. I can't believe I closed the tech tree to open the tech tree. Is I want to get adamantium armor.
Hello there.
Hey Damon, and that the prerequisite for that we need diamondoids, which we're actually almost there. Once we get molecular assemblers done, that means we can do demandioids, and that means we can then do adamantium armor, which is something we really need. We're just talking about ships at the moment because we've unlocked battle cruisers. Sorry, we've unlocked cruisers, battle cruisers, and battleships, but we don't have the weapon technology yet to really take advantage of them. So what else do I want to grab here? Do I want green arc laser cannons? I was going to build them for bombardment, but then everyone shouted at me last time to tell me they were useless for bombardment. If it takes long to build, wouldn't it be better to invest early? The problem is if we start building them now, we're going to have to put substandard technology on them that we can't really refit off them. Whereas a lot of the research we're going to do between now and then will help speed this up, and we'll have better stuff at the time, if that makes any sense. Hey Tavian, good to see you. Not much so far. We're mostly just talking about our plans for world domination and working out what research we want to research. And people were unhappy with me mixing different types of ships in our fleets. But I'm not sure if I want green arc laser cannons now or not. I mean, since Ultraviolet's still long way, green arc doesn't sound bad. But am I going to use it? It's not a prerequisite for anything. I don't need it for ultraviolets. It's just on its own technology. Let's get laser engine in the meantime. This is a technology that we need, no matter what color of laser we're using. So let's grab that. Was that everything? No, we now need to build out Mercury. Okay, so if we head to Mercury, which is here, there's a couple of things we could... now that we have a construction module here, we can build stuff locally and it's going to happen a lot faster. So the first thing I wanted to do was there was a really good site here. Was it Prokofiev Crater? 28 nobles? Yeah, it was Prokofiev Crater. I wanted to grab Prokofiev Crater. So I want to build a settlement here in Prokofiev Crater. Let me just confirm that. That's 58 normal metals, 28 noble metals. Yeah, it's the best. No, it's the only one I want to build in Mercury because these are expensive. But I want to build this, and I want to build it. Oh, I'm still making me use the boost. I thought we had a... Does it not let me... Do I have to do the boost because I'm sending the settlement from Earth? It's the rest of the modules that will be built locally. What was the name of that hab? It was... Oh, I need to change this to a mine. Hang on a second. Before I forget. Okay, back to Mercury. Oh, it might... Was it the Venus one that got built, not the Mercury one that got built? No, the construction module is complete here in Mercury orbit. Accelerated construction modules at a hub, and I was finding additional platforms in this planetary asteroid system. I thought it would mean I didn't have to spend all the boost, but apparently I have to spend all the boost. So I want to get this built anyway. It's going to cost 238 boost. It's going to cost us a lot of boost to found this settlement. What if I want to build a hab? That's also going to cost boost. Only tier 1 habs. Okay, so it's to get the people out basically. All right. Well, so I still want to grab Proclive Crater. We could find a lower tier 1. I mean, that's going to cost me 47 and then upgrade it. Do we have a nano factory? No, we don't have a nano factory. We just have the construction module. I haven't upgraded it yet. If I was to build a nano factory, I'd basically have to do without the construction module while it's building. I mean, a nano fac will take us... Hang on a second. Can I close this? There we go. So a nanofac would take us. So I could either upgrade to a nanofactory, which would take 162 days, or I could just build a nanofactory. Why is I not seeing it in the list here? There we go. That's better. No, nanofactory is not on the list for some reason. Furthermore, you want to ship with lots of small turrets. Yeah. Let's not worry about that right now. Why can't I see nanofactories here? Apparently I don't have nanofactories. That was 120 and 30 days. I thought it was 160 days. Build on Earth, 265 days. Upgrades to nanofactory. When did you see 120 and 30, Ghost of Gecko? I see 265 days. So that's why I haven't built the nanofactory, because I'd have to wait another year before I could start building it. When tier 1, yeah. Tier 1's going to be quick. We're going to build the tier 1. We're not going to upgrade to a nanofactory at this time. So, keep running away from Mercury. Back to Mercury. I don't really care about Mercury as a planet, but I do want to make sure I take Mercury in space. I've only held out for the construction module. As I said before, I wanted it to build things faster. Exactly the same vein people are talking about with building battleships now as that. So I want to grab Proclive Crater. So we'll found an outpost there. Proclive Crater is the one with 58 and 28. So let's do that. And that will take. Okay, it's now showing. Wait a minute. Okay, so yes, I can build it locally now, and it's going to cost me absolutely nothing. So make sure we've got Proclive Crater selected. Found outpost. Okay, excellent. Let's manage the base. I need a name for it. It is Pi Raspberry Cadastre. What? Pi Raspberry Cadastre. What is that name? All right, and then I want to apply. I can't apply. Can I apply university to it? I can't apply it because it's not tier 2 yet. So we're gonna have to wait. We'll just wait for it to get to tier 2 before I apply the module to it. All right, now in Mercury orbit, I want to start founding orbitals. But I'm guessing it's the same problem, right? That's going to take 163 days. But if I find platforms, it's going to take 30 days. Okay, so we're just going to have to find a bunch of platforms and upgrade them. Each one of these is going to cost an amount of mission control. It's going to cost more mission control to upgrade them. I kind of want a bunch of these, like as many as I can get, because this is the best place for... This is the cheapest place energy is per Aspera ad Astra, just a bit clumsy. Pyraspera. Okay, I get it. That's great, Susan Tofu. Thank you for explaining it. So let's build our first platform. Manage zero station. We'll set this as a... I want like an energy symbol for it. We'll set these as antimatter stations, because that's probably what they're going to be doing on top of everything else. But for now, it'll just differentiate them in the list. Hey, Alex Dragon, good to see you. We need a name for this base. It is Spire of Destiny. Spire of Destiny. Okay, Spire of Destiny base. We're just going to let that build out. Why not grab more? That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing right now. No, I don't want to. I don't want to grab those spots on Mercury. I don't want to invest the mission control into running those mines. I want to save that for when we get further out to the solar system. The extra costs for the radiation shielding for those bases, I don't think it's worth it. Not for the amount of resources that they're offering. I don't like any of those bases. All right, so we've got Spire of Destiny base. Let's get another one. Nope, not a settlement. We want a platform in low Mercury orbit. So how many of these do I want? Do I just want to fill low Mercury orbit up and grab them all? It doesn't really matter where I put these. You can squeeze additional one, yeah. Don't make a command house for MC. That's exactly why I'm building them. Because you can only put one command center per station now. So each of these is going to have one command station. Medium orbits and Mercury poles are a bit better for antimatter. So should I be building a medium orbit then if I want to be doing some antimatter stuff here? I'm just not sure how many of these I want to found. Because I think each one is going to be 6 MC total when it gets to tier 3. Exactly what Sujin Tofu was saying. We need MC for ships and more useful stations. So I just want to make sure that I've got the right number of stations in this system. But I haven't really thought about the numbers of what I need. So each station will have one command center. It'll have one research university. It'll have one atom smasher, basically. Because we can't... All of those modules are now unique. If I remember right. Maybe start off with 5 stations? Probably 5. Higher orbits have more higher solar... Or do they really? Makes them harder to defend though, right? Let's go for medium Mercury orbit, just because it's a little bit easier to defend. We can grab more stations later. I just don't want to lose out on Mercury orbit. Let's lay down 3 stations. I'm going to lay down 3 stations. That's what I'm going to go for. So we need a name for this one. So there's going to be one more after this. This is Ixion Station. Oh, that's a name. Ixion Station. Okay, and then one more. Excuse me, I can't stop yawning. I need a base name for that as well. This is... Tavian. This is 6 slippery snails sliding slowly seaward. 6 slippery snails sliding slowly seaward station. Alright. Oh, damn it. I have to type it out again. 6 slippery snails sliding slowly seaward. Save name. Alright, that's done. So we got to start there. Exactly, Damon. Exactly, Damon. Exactly what you're saying. Okay, let's get back to it. Oh, sorry, I just realized all of these need symbols. So I'm going to fix that really quickly. You need to have a mining symbol. Because you are a mine. And they called it a mine. Alright, and then you guys all need that Atom Smasher symbol just so I know how to differentiate you. Although, where are you? Those new stations. Why don't I see the new stations I just set up? Well, I can just click on them from here. And then there's one more as well. This one here. 2 Ixion Station. Do I have 2? Do I? I thought I didn't already have one. Oh, I do have 2 Ixion Stations. Well caught. Okay, so I need to rename that station. If we get a double up on a name, it gets deleted. Oh, it just... the list I copied over hadn't been trimmed. I think... Have we got Epsilon Marine Space? No, we haven't got Epsilon Marine Space. This is perfect. This is Epsilon Marine Space. Epsilon Marine Space. Okay, on with the turn. Snare drive. What is the snare drive? I've never heard of that. How does the snare drive work? Nemesis nuclear torpedoes are available. Are those the shape charge torpedoes? So 2 things to check. The snare drive and those torpedoes. So the snare drive, an enhanced solid core fusion nuclear fusion rocket. Not as exciting as it sounds. And then we got our hands on a new torpedo type. Nemesis nuclear torpedoes. They're fragmentation as well. Are they fragmentation? No, they are straight up nuclear warhead. Okay, this is my first nuclear, like just nuclear warhead. For 226 million damage. Okay. I love it, like just nuclear. All right, give me 2 seconds, everybody. I'm just gonna go grab myself a drink of water. I'm just trying to keep myself awake for a little bit longer. I will be right back. I'll only be like 30 seconds getting this water. Be right back. It's my own fault that I'm tired. I stayed up late reading Dungeon Crawler Carl on Sunday night instead of going to sleep. And now I'm paying for it. Okay, got some water. Let's go. Back to Earth, and we'll set up our performance for the turn. You have very good armor, civil 1.2 momentum worth. Seems worth, yes. But if they shoot the nuke down, it explodes. So there is... compared to our 95 damage missiles. You're true. That was the other thing, actually. That was what happened in that the dog's all wrapped up in her blanket on her chair. I can't get to her at the moment. Our missiles didn't do a lot of damage to those last ships. Took quite a few missiles to hit to do the damage. So maybe those missiles are worth grabbing. Okay, assignments for the turn. First of all, is everywhere defended? Let's just quickly check. Yes, everywhere is defended. How long do we have left on you forming your region? 12 days on Bhutan. Okay. I think I'm going to. So first of all, investigate the aliens, please. Okay.
Initiating surveillance.
Robusto Combusto, investigate alien activity that's happening in Uzbekistan.
Headed there now.
Steve Jobless, can you please turn this protectorate agent? You got a 1% chance to succeed. Wow. Okay, let's continue to monitor them then for now. So I'll monitor with you. Yep, still got them. Cool. I think directing hit will always overkill any ship. And then Steve Jobless can't turn that person yet, so we'll keep doing public opinion in South Korea for now. We better Pompeii Ash some baby aliens. Or, what I could do is I could drop in a preemptive set national policy and hope this triggers before the time limit's out and I can start the Federation as early as possible.
Time to make our move.
I'm going to roll that dice. Let's confirm assignments. Let's zoom out. Have allied all the countries together. They are all allied together. Yes, thank you for checking, Ghost, but they are indeed allied together. I did do that beforehand. Let's unpause.
Offering counsel.
Council.
I will help them.
We've got some intel on our target.
Okay, maybe that should make it a bit easier.
Person of interest surveilled.
Cool. Probe arrives. This place is hulled by initiative. It has 59 water at 4. That's actually not bad. 59 water is 52 volatiles isn't terrible. If we're going for it, we should go for UNSC ship armaments. Hey, Langston Commander, good to see you. When he goes for the space battle, does it look like a nuke reactor explosion affair from the Sweet Commander? I don't think they're that big. You don't have executive control since timer didn't expire. Aha! But the timer should expire before I do the set national policy. That's what I'm rolling the dice on. Okay. So we now have a shipyard in Mercury orbit. I'm not going to lay any ships down there yet. I don't think. Do I need ships in Mercury? We're not at war with. Well, we're probably. It's probably worth laying some ships down for Mercury right now, so we have a Mercury defense fleet, because we're maybe going to piss the aliens off when we deal with their... And they like to hit Mercury. The Expanse game. Yes, I am. Hey, Rikira. Thanks. Good to meet you. I am going to play the... You are indeed late. I am going to play the Expanse game, but I'm not going to play its early access. So I'm going to wait for it to come out, because I want the whole story. It's why I'm also not going to touch Dark Heresy until Dark Heresy is finished, because I want the whole story to be there. Okay, I think we need to build some ships in Mercury orbit, even though I don't really want to, because there's a very good chance that aliens will attack us. So let's get one Argus. We'll get 3 Block 2s, and then we'll get nope, don't want you, and then we'll get 3 Shredders. That's from the Mercury Defense Fleet. Okay, let's continue. Those ships are probably all going to be obsolete by the time they roll off the line, but we'll do the best we can. Forces in the United States of America. So America has just invaded Singapore, which is crazy. Okay, we confederate with China. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. All right, I was too early. That's okay. It's me, but at Twitch. Gotcha. Double my view numbers. I appreciate it. That's very nice of you. So I was a turn too early. Salty Frosty was correct. That was our operations center for Bell Station in Venus orbit.
We've found something.
Since advanced coils need 2-shot interceptors, we're going to replace the missile. Yes, that's exactly the plan. We're going to switch to coils and lasers once we get there. But we need the tech. Now we've consolidated. I was just a little bit earlier. Okay, we've got another alien fleet on the way to Earth. That's a lot of alien fleets on the way to Earth right now. Okay, new turn to set up. Bruce,
At your service.
just continue doing what you're doing. Keep an eye on the xenoform.
We'll see what they're up to.
Robusto need to
Where
deal
do
with
you
the
need me?
alien attacks that are having in
Going
Norway.
hot.
Steve Jobless, any chance you can turn this guy? No, he's very hard to turn. We give that to 11%. I believe it is because he is in... His loyalty is only 6. The mission difficulty is 15. Am I using the right person for this? No, it is persuasion. Your persuasion is terrible. Who is the person I should be? Is it Bruce Wayne?
Standing by.
It's not Bruce Wayne. Oh, is it Tankalelic?
Standing by.
It's Tankalelic I should be
Ready
doing
for
this
my
with.
mission.
Yeah. Tankalelic is a 64%. We'll bump that up to a 92. Oops.
They'll be working for us soon.
In the meantime, I'll get you to advise China.
Offering
And then
assistance.
Wintermute
Standing by.
can
for
start
orders.
investigating random people again to get himself as much experience as possible. Except there's only one unknown on the whole list, and it's going to be pretty much impossible for him to investigate, but we'll
Eyes
try.
on target.
We may still have some missiles about, but our primary ships... One of the reasons I really like using lasers is you don't have to reload them. Missiles you have to reload. Hi, I just want to drop by and let you know how much I enjoy your current content. Thank you so much, JG4902. I really appreciate it. That's very kind of you. There is some more Xenonauts 2 coming after this siege. Jeez. Oh my god, after this siege. Oh. There is some more Xenonauts 2 coming after this stream. I read Salty Frosty saying siege coilers. Yeah, I used siege coilers last time, mixing them in with my coal guns. All right, level up for you. You just need to get your admin up. It's currently at 10. So let's just get working on that. Anyone else going to level up? No, it's just him. Okay. Let's confirm assignments for the turn. Let's zoom out and then pause. The economy in India has grown to the point the nation has added a control point. It will know by the academy has been assigned to the faction's default priority template. So we now have 6 control points in India, which means cost me $730 a month. Yes, it's because it's not Wintermute. It's the CIA. The CIA is costing me $400, and the Federal Bureau of Investigation is costing me $250. We are aware of this, but that's what people wanted me to do. They wanted me to have an American agent so that I could have orgs like that, and that's why that's happening. So we need to assign our priority template to the new region. There we go. I'll tell you gives you the true blue UNSC experience. Terra Invicta could be the prequel to a whole lot of different sci-fi universes.
Lending my expertise.
Okay, you're just doing
Lending
fires in
my
the meantime.
expertise.
Rising talent. We have identified a crewman aboard Slander, Earth Preservation Society, as an officer candidate. During an otherwise routine cruise, our staff reviewing performance reports highlighted this crewman not only for their outstanding performance and adherence to our values on board, but also demonstrating an aptitude for strategic thinking and leadership capability. As such, we are pleased to offer them a commission so that their talents may be appropriately utilized in pursuit of our mission. Okay, the Slander is one of the Marine ships, but it now has an officer.
We now have a spy in their ranks.
Cool, we turned that person. Can't wait for the expanse mods for this game, yeah.
Ready to sabotage.
So now we have eyes on both the Protectorate and the Servants, which I think is important.
Intel on our target.
I think that's a really
I have
important thing
new
to have.
information.
Oh, he found the other alien again. Excellent. And we've completed our space dock here, which means that Earth Preservation Society can now refuel and resupply. So we'll get them to do that. That used up a lot of our noble metals, that resupply. Critical success, that's not us. Public campaign, okay. And that's them ready to come back. So Earth Preservation Society is ready. We could bring them back home, or if we have a look here, there was a station. So looking at our incomes, nobles and thistles are the lowest. After that, it's volatiles. We could grab one of these 70 volatile stations that are just hanging out in the asteroid belt. I mean, would anyone really care if we took that one that had 40 water and 77 volatiles off the... Yeah, there's just no nobles in this inner solar system. There's no nobles that are available. We have the three best noble mines that the aliens don't own in the inner solar system. And the next one after that is only got an income of 19. So I'm very aware that we are behind in nobles, but there's not very many options for us to get nobles because there isn't any nobles in the inner solar system. And I'm not spamming bases out there to mine anything less than 20. My hope is that when we expand out to Jupiter, we can get our hands on some decent mines for nobles because there's just nothing in the inner solar system at all. And I don't want to take Ocean Blade, Cobalt, or Cloud Spear because I don't want to push us towards war any more than I already am with working. I don't really want to take the 218 Mercury bases, if I'm being completely honest. But that's, what, 36? That's about another third of our income added. Our missiles don't damage our ships, may as well be made of paper. The only thing we don't have, the university did have, is huge coal guns. We're working on those, Damon. I'm thinking about what to do about noble metals right now. Because we've got the Marines. I could easily send the Marines to Ararat base, but what's the point? I could also send the Marines to Ibn al-Faiq base for 77 volatiles. I think they are already online, those mines. 627 is not online yet. Pyraspray is the one on thingy. Nachi base might not be online yet either. Okay. You just build basic base without LDAs and mission control. That's right, I should build a mission control on every single base, shouldn't I? I haven't even done that yet. The question right now is what do we do with the Marines? Do we send the Marines to take somewhere, or do we bring them back home for now? That's the question I need to answer at the moment. What do we do with the Marines? There's no way we're taking an alien base. I could scuttle the ship. We definitely need a better ship now for taking bases because most of the AI should have adapted to the fact that we are dropping Marines on people. They are miners now. I don't really have a use for them. The ship itself is pretty much... The problem is I just refueled the ship. At great expense did I just refuel the ship. So it would be good to give them one more mission before I scuttle them. I'm going to send them to that base. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to send them to... I'm going to send them to Ibn al-Faiq base to grab the 42 water and the 77 volatiles. So that's Martonis Hollow, which is on 85 IO. So can you guys take off first of all? Yeah, one last ride. Exactly. Okay, and then I need you to transfer to me for me. Was it 81 IO or 85 IO? I've already forgotten because that's how tired I already am. Prospecting. I want Ibn al-Faiq. It was 85 IO. I want you to transfer to. So now I need to. Excuse me. Find 85 IO. That's Luna around Eros. It's going to be further out than that. Further out than Mars. 85 is not here. 85 IO. They can make it there. It's only going to take them 16 weeks. They're on the way. They're now combat miners. Yes. That's exactly what they're doing. They're deep rock galactic rock and stone dropping. That's what's happening when they hit a base. Okay, fission frag drive is researchable, but not the one we want. Turkey has declared war on the United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia. Wow, Turkey is expanding very aggressively at the moment.
Score 1 for the good guys.
Good work, Robusto Combusto. And we have yet another terror attack in Uzbekistan. And that's a whole bunch of stuff built. Oh, that's all of our bases built around Mercury. And now it says humans arrive on Mercury, even though I've already been around Mercury for a while. But that's our Mercury stuff built. So standing safely inside the shadow of a great polar crater, our colonists are building humanity's first home on this thing. Laser engine has completed as well. A whole ton of stuff just happened. Hab modules completed, hab module completed, hab module completed. Yeah, they all completed. Okay. First things first, we need... Yeah, they are rebuilding the Ottoman Empire. First things first, we need our new research. I'm still not sure about grabbing the Green Arc laser cannon, honestly. I don't want to research any of these Xeno ones, because we're already doing 2 Xenos at the moment. Slag valorization gives our mines 15% more nobles. I think we just had a discussion that proves how valuable this is. So I think I want to get slag valorization just so that we've got a better noble metal income. This is that's a research that is worth more the earlier you research it. Now to start out Mercury. I think I can just drop... Oh, I don't want that template for here, do I? I'm going to have to make a Mercury template. So I want to upgrade the settlement core. And I want to drop a mining outpost complex. And then we'll just build 1 solar collector right now, which will get us 99 power. Is that the highest level one? Yeah, it's the highest level one I can buy right now. So that's all I need right now, and then we need to wait for this to upgrade. My ancestral PTSD is triggering. Yeah, thank you, Damon. I'm glad you agree. And I'm glad somebody agrees with me on my choices. Okay, these stations. So at the moment, they are just this. All I'm going to do right now is order them to upgrade to orbital cores. And I'm going to add a solar... Best thing I can do at the moment is a solar collector, I believe. That's fuel. Where's power? Yeah, so we're going to put a solar collector on each one of them. And I'll save this as a template for the moment. And I'll just apply that to the other ones that are in Earth orbit, in Mercury orbit. That's because they're using the construction... So, it takes that much time because they're sending it from Earth. But now that they're here... They are building this stuff using the construction module that I've got on the other station. That's why I wanted to do that. Solar mirrors lets you focus the sun's rays in the local solar system. So just for the planet area. So you get more solar power out of it, basically. I don't understand it either, Solid Snack. It's I think it's just a weird Terra Invicta thing. That's just how we do it in Terra Invicta. Now, what was the other thing they completed there? These all completed. I think I did the other thing, right? There's a lot going on. We can now... Okay, that's the ship we're looking for, the Lancer. So ships of the line is actually a really important one. The Lancer is the big laser ship. It's the battle cruiser on steroids because it can mount the biggest nose weapons. So I set that as a favorite. We want to get our hands on some Lancers, and that's the end of that turn. All right, let's jump back to Earth. Okay, how are things looking in Korea? Korea. So we have a decent chunk of public opinion, and at the moment, the Protectorate have it protected, and Project Exodus have 1 control point here. I would love somebody to take that control point so I don't break my nap with them. But if I was to get my boy, good damn, I'm so tired. Bruce Wayne to attempt a crackdown here. He has a 0% a purge. He has a 0% chance. Okay, so we're gonna need to. Unfortunately, this is a peaceful place right now. Cooing would probably take longer than it would for me just to crack down and purge. I've got really good crackdown chances on this place. So, Crackdown runs off investigation, which Bruce Wayne has. I don't think anyone else... Actually, he's not even my Cour, is he? Yeah, he's not even my Cour. My Cour is this guy. His coup chances are 64% without cracking down. Exactly. It's exactly Damon, but you can't use it to burn people. So I think we just get Bruce Wayne
What's the up?
to crack down one of these. And what are we looking at in terms of points? 14, 28. So 28 plus 28 is 56 control points. We don't have enough control points to take the whole country just yet. I also realize I haven't gotten Bhutan federated in properly. Where is it? Here it is. Yeah, I don't have anyone set up for cooing. So if I just check policies, I can federate with India. So I want to do that this turn. So let's get Steve Jobless to crack down this control point in Korea. I thought you had a good... oh no, that's the wrong person. It's not you.
What's the op?
Yeah, it is you.
Ready to
Espionage.
go.
Espionage 25.
Ready for my mission.
I thought it was
Where to?
in the 70s a minute ago when I was looking at
Standing
this.
by.
Your orders.
No, sorry, Bruce
Reporting
Wayne.
in.
Jeez, you can tell I'm tired, folks. I'm so sorry. Bruce Wayne cracks down for, we'll say, 91% chance.
Applying pressure
And then
on
Steve
their people.
Jobless
Ready
purges.
for my mission.
And if I put a little bit of money into that, that should be more than enough once he's cracked it down.
Terminating the opposition.
Okay, jeez, that was
Reporting in.
way more difficult than it be. Then you need to
We'll see
go
what we can
investigating.
find.
You need to come
Standing
back
by
to
for
advising
orders.
here. And then Wintermute.
Boarding in.
I want you to set national policy for me in India so we can federate with Bhutan.
Time to make.
All right, that was a messy... That took me way too long to work out. I hate that I keep hitting these streams so tired. I don't know what it is about the start of the week.
Offering assistance.
Because I'm absolutely fine
Lending my
for the
expertise.
Rogue Trader streams. But these streams make me so tired so quickly. It's actually crazy. So never seen this game before. Anyone to fill me on what I am saying. All right. So basically, it's basically XCOM, but on the scale of the entire solar system.
Crackdown company.
But there's also like 7 factions fighting over Earth, based on the fact that we now know that there's aliens. No wonder it's tiring. Yeah. Right. We're going to federate with Bhutan. So there's all these different factions. They're all controlling different parts of Earth. We are in control of India and China. European Union are control of protests in North Macedonia. North Macedonia have managed to merge into a single nation. And then we're using the resources we
Recon
gain
complete.
on Earth to expand out into space, where we have to fight the aliens and establish bases and stuff. There's a lot going on. Azerbaijan. Okay, the aliens are mind-controlling someone in Azerbaijan. There's a lot going on. Aborted the purge. The control point was already purged. That might be us. Come on, Steve Jobless.
Our associates are now
Cool.
in charge.
We've purged out one control point in South Korea. So, do we get invaded? Means you decide that the Civil War is a better use of our time? Basically, the aliens are slow rolling their invasion. And they're using a lot of fear tactics and mind control. So there are factions that want to appease them, and then there are factions that want to destroy them, and there are factions that want to understand them. So there are 7 factions. There are the resistance that want to try and just defend against them from Exodus in Korea. Someone's got CP from Exodus in Korea. Okay, thanks, Sujitov. I'll check that in a second. Humanity first just want to wipe the aliens out. The Initiative are the capitalists. They just want to make as much money off this situation as possible. The Servants want to basically become the aliens. The Protectorate want to appease the aliens by acting subservient. Project Exodus want to just get out of the solar system and leave it all behind. And we're playing as the 7th faction, which is the Academy, which is the research faction. We want to understand the aliens and make them see us as equals. So what we're just being told is in Korea here, yeah, the Servants grab that control point, which is actually huge for us. All right, we're going to do that again. So I want Bruce
Prepping
Wayne.
for next mission.
Oh wait, we haven't finished the turn. Really funny is that no one can leave the Earth faction, and we want to leave Earth faction, are ruling the European Union together. Yes. My ADHD decided it's time to ask if we can expect any more of the Nebulous campaign before release. Okay, so I am going to release another video for the Nebulous campaign tomorrow, but I don't want to release too much before the game comes out for everybody else, because I don't want to spoil it. So once the campaign is released, which is on the 29th of March, it's this week, I will be doing more videos at a more rapid pace. But I didn't want to do too many. Even though I got early access and I really, really appreciated that, I don't want to spoil the story. So I just did a couple of missions to get the hype going, and then I'll do more when more comes out. At least for first. Yeah, apparently I'm going to... It really can't research fast enough, if I'm being completely honest. Anyway, let's finish this turn. So there will be more Nebulous Fleet Command tomorrow. 29th is Friday. Yes, 29th is Friday. And there is another Xenonauts 2 coming out tonight after this stream. Alright, so Bruce Wayne is going to crack down the control point in Korea. In fact, look, this one is instantly already cracked down. No more menace for the moment. No, not with Nebulous coming up. I do want to do a full Menace playthrough, but I think this is just a good opportunity for Menace to mature, and then we can jump into it like when there's a lot more content being added, and then Jobless will purge out this control point.
We're taking power.
And then Wintermute. So how long do we have before we assemble the government in Nepal? Oh, we can actually federate already with Nepal. Amazing. Let's get you to do that. Wait, Akkad Barrett. Where do I do that from? If I check here, India has federate with Nepal. Okay, yes. So we want to federate with Nepal. So let's set national policy in India to do that federation as well. Everybody has missions apart from Tankalelic. Tankalelic needs to advise China.
Offering support.
We'll make sure that nobody is... Yeah, everybody is fine apart from South Korea. I'm not going to defend South Korea yet. Let's confirm assignments. And then let's unpause the game.
Offering support.
Offering counsel.
Damn, I forgot to make it permanent. First thing I forgot to do. Okay, we've got our ham module at 627, so that is... We're now up to 145 noble metal income, which is a big increase from when we talked about it before, where it was, I think, below 100. So that's a nice improvement. Our noble metal income is actually going up. Quite a lot, actually. That focus in noble metals has done well. Okay, we've got our first... Okay, the new Earth fleet is coming online, finally. Okay, we need a name for the fleet, and we need a name for these ships. So I'm just going to click through all of these. Okay, now we need a name for the fleet. So, yes, everyone's going to say that every time that mine comes up, aren't they? These... The Earth Defense Fleet is the Xenonauts fleet. Okay, and then I need names for all the ships in the fleet. So the first ship is... Dr. Doctor's Free Advice Show. That's a good name. We'll see how long it lasts for. So Dr. Doctor's Free Advice Show is the first ship. The next ship needs to be merged into Xenonauts, and it is going to be called... Sorry, I keep clicking out of the window, which is why the music keeps stopping. Spillator. That's a wild name. Why Spillator? Spillator. Something to do with Spectator? Am I being stupid? And then Union 335 needs to merge in as well. And its name, nope, not this one, it's the Zhang Hang, is going to be renamed to Stars Yet to Be Seen, which is a, I like that name. Stars Yet to Be Seen. Lovely name. Okay, so that's our first part of the Earth Defense Fleet ready. And honestly, we need it ASAP because it's getting closer and closer to us needing to hit those aliens. Hope has given way to a surge of anxiety over the circumstance of the alien arrival. Across the globe, people look upon each other with suspicion and turn to smaller, more familiar groups at the exclusion of others. This vessel that has the science module is Pluto or is leaving soon, and I forgot to refuel them. So thank you. They do need to refuel. It's going to cost 120 noble metals to refuel them. This is the problem with the Orion drives, and this is why the Orion drive is not a sustainable engine for our fleet, because of the amount of noble metals it needs to refuel. But yes, we will repair and resupply it because I would like to send it to Jupiter at some point. All right.
We've neutralized their key people.
That's another control point in Korea taken. We can afford one... Oh, no, that's a crackdown. Never mind. Okay, leaving soon is ready. I'm not going to... I want to send them to Jupiter when they're ready. I think it's easier for us to send them from... Oh, the other thing I need to do is undock them. I need to undock them from the station. How do I undock them? Undock. That gets me the bonus. You can use booster menu ships as a little checkbox. That's a good point. Hi, although I thought I guess you need to finish. Hey, Sorbical, yeah. Like, you got about half an hour at least, I would say, before I'm finished. So don't worry too much just yet. Leaving soon as launch, cool. Because that means the science module's doing its thing. Thank you for reminding me about that, Ghost of Gecko.
Mission complete.
Okay, and then we're going to federate Nepal with India. Cool. Nepal no control of Academy decided to join the Federation of Akan Bharat, so now we can wait for that to complete and we can merge them together.
Here's what we've found.
Our science has dropped dramatically since we picked up that new control point in India, unfortunately.
We are in control now.
Okay, that's he's aborted a purge, and we just purged out the academy in South Korea, so that's another control point for us in South Korea. Priorities, we just make sure they're all matching. Yeah, they are. Okay, let's actually auto-match that. That's nice. Should we go with a proper naming prefix like normal ships as Academy Spaceship? No. This has been a long running tradition. The ship names are all suggested by the community, and they get pulled out. I've got a program that randomly pulls a suggested name out of the list for every ship. Same with all our bases. That's also why all of our agents have stupid names, is because the community named them as well. Big part of what I want to do is make sure the community can get involved where they can. In games like Mechanicus and Rogue Trader, that comes down to voting. In games like this, are you really far behind, Sorbical? I'm sorry. In games like this, it's getting to name everything.
We build walls instead of bridges, we move further away from peaceful coexistence. Commissioner Kiran Banerjee speaks at the United Nations.
Okay, trans-interface warfare has been completed. Unlocks a priority that allows nations to construct surface-to-orbit defenses in their regions. And increases the maximum military tech level for all human nations by 0.5. In my last campaign, I'd actually almost completely built space defenses over all of China. Then we need somebody to put the Rosinante into the naming suggestions. Okay, so back to tech tree. We need tier 3 orbitals. So orbitals require... No, not orbitals. What are they called? They're not orbitals, they're not habs. Ring. We need ring habs. Okay. Ring habs tech requires... Why can't I get the sidebar here? Time to build some BVK keys. Yeah. So ring habs, I think we've got all the prerequisites for ring habs right now. No, we just need our space future to complete. It's our space future. Hello, puppy. The dog just came into the room. It should be showing me in the sidebar here what I need, or do I need to click View Full Tree for that? Yeah, here we go. So we've got Extended Space Survival. That's Fairgate Channel. We've got orbitals. We just need our space future, which we are currently researching at the moment. So once that's completed, we've got ring habs. Now the other thing I wanted was adamantium armor. We need demundioids for that. Demundioids needs molecular assemblers, which we're currently researching. So we have the prerequisites for those two things currently on the way. So I think the next thing we're really looking at is what comes after coil guns. Coil gun batteries leads to improved coil gun batteries, which leads to advanced coil gun batteries. Exactly the perfect prefix. H Orion prerequisite advanced mini-mag Orion. I think we've got the prereq for advanced mini-mag. Let me check that. Advanced mini-mag Orion drive. I don't really want to rely on Orions because of the noble cost. That's my problem. I do really want Pegasus, which we need the fission spinner for, which is just a 70% unlock chance, which we just haven't unlocked it. But the advanced mini-mag Orion needs the mini-mag Orion, and that just needs the Z-pinch macrofission drive, which needs Z-pinch techniques, which needs magnetic plasma confinement. So we have to go quite far back to get that done. The Helican drive, thank you AOC, is one I've heard of a lot of people using. The Helican, we just need high energy electromagnetic propulsion to be researched for that, which we have unlocked. And it's only a 5,000 research, so that could be a quick one we get out of the way. High energy electromagnetic propulsion. It will statistically create some random comedy gold. So they've got the helicopter. Salty Frosty wants to look at the H Orion. I'm not sure, Damon. They just seem to. H Orion. Oh, I need to put full search on. H Orion drive. The H Orion drive requires heavy pulse propulsion, which requires advanced fission systems. So I think the easiest one to get towards is the Helican, if we're going to use the Helican, and that just requires high energy electromagnetic propulsion, which is only a 5,000, and it's a requirement for superconducting mass drivers, and it's also Vasamir was one we looked at before as well. I think I'm just going to lock out high energy electromag. It's not going to take very long at all to complete. We'll complete it this year in like a month's time, and then it's out of the way. Alien robotics and a cooperative resolution are also about to complete, which are big, long researches, which I'm excited to get completed. Okay, that's another turn done. What are the pumps here? Leaving soon. Okay, they're good. Let's check for level ups. We're going to level up on Steve Jobless. Again, Steve Jobless is maxed out on admin. I'm going to just level up his security. And then, anyone else going to level up? Yes, we're going to level up on Tank and Lelik. So Tank and Lelik's admin is currently at 19. Again, I just want to get that done. Okay. So he is currently only 1 point over on admin. I think you missed my message, but I think you set the alarm for Victor 365 for the wrong date. Alarm is set for after the surveillance ends. Okay. Aliens, Victor 336. I've got it, so they're going to complete on the 3rd of September. I thought I set it for the 1st of September. But we can set a new alarm to be extra safe. So I go September the 1st. Victor 336 will finish surveillance on the 3rd of September. Set alarm and close. In terms of orgs, we don't really have room for very many at the moment. There was a mining org I wanted to grab, but it's disappeared. JPL is also available, which is nice, but not amazing. They think the game reset the date. Okay, thanks, Soda Snack. Madison Society. DARPA is also available. That DARPA is actually nuts, plus 8 to military. And 15% military science, only for 95. Okay, hear me out. What if we drop the FBI or the CIA for DARPA? So the FBI is just giving a few stats. I mean, they're good stats. It's just giving a few stats and some mission types. And the CIA is doing the same thing. So it's giving assassinate, increase unrest, coup d'etat, and purge. And the FBI is giving investigate, surveil, detain, and crackdown. So I'm wondering, if we get rid of the CIA... Oh, but the CIA has plus 5 org. So it's going to have to be the Federal Bureau of Investigation we get rid of, right? Because his admin is terrible right now. But if we get rid of the FBI, that will allow me to pick up DARPA. So the problem with the FBI is the FBI is giving 5. Although we do have... I got rid of it. Damn it. I did have an org that was giving me more admin. If I get rid of the CIA, I won't be able to clip DARPA because I'll only gain a net of 2 points rather than 3 because it's giving me 5. In fact, I'll be over by 2. I'll have to equip something else as well. Whereas if I drop the Federal Bureau or the Air well, what I could do is I could well, it's going to cost me 250. You're investigating a lot with him. Yeah, the extra investigation is helping him. But if I get rid of the CIA, then I lose the 5 admin that it's giving, which is a lot. But that extra $400 a month would be nice. And DARPA is definitely better than the CIA. The other option is I just drop one of these 2-cost ones, like I drop Serpent's Energy, or I drop Pegasus Aviation maybe. Although Pegasus Aviation is actually amazing. US 7 Special. Okay, here we go. What if I got rid of the CIA and the 7th US Special Forces? That would give me enough room for DARPA, and DARPA is just a straight upgrade to 7th US. And I could just unequip 7th US and re-equip it when I've got the points back. Serpain's energy is giving me plus 5% space mining output bonus. As far as I'm concerned, that's one of the most important stats something can give me. That 5% is doing a lot of work on boosting our income. I think I dropped the CIA. I unequip the 7th US Special Forces Group. I pick up DARPA, because that's amazing. And then I re-equip the 7th US Special Forces once his admin returns. So if I unassign this, sell this, I don't want it at all. Sell this orc for $0. Ugh. So we sell the CIA, we pick up DARPA, and then I'm at 23 of 23, and then I just need to save up for the 7th US Special Forces, and now my money income is shot up as well. And that's going to help us a lot with our build military and increase military. I think that's a really, really good pickup. Oh, we haven't confirmed our assignments for the turn. Alright, assignments for the turn. So, Bruce Wayne...
Where do you need me?
Where is Korea? Korea's here. So we still have this one protectorate location that we can crack down. Oh, the dog has just woken up. So let's get you to... We'll get Steve Jobless to purge out the mass media in South Korea. We'll get Bruce Wayne to crack down the final control point here. I'm not sure if I'm going to take it, but nobody else will be able to take it because they need a point in the place to do that.
Ready to go.
Robusto has nothing to do. The dog is currently rolling around on the floor, if you're wondering what that thumping is. She's going to put down Unrest in India because that's up at 2 now.
Restoring order.
Tankalelic, I need to remember to make this a permanent advise.
Offering assistance.
And then Wintermute, I'm going to get Wintermute to continue to investigate.
Let them find out.
Just to get his stats up, and we'll get him to investigate this person who's in Argentina.
Tracking.
Maybe defend Korea. I was kind of hoping to... I mean, I could defend Korea. I was hoping to get them all, but you're right. Let's not lose those 2 points we've picked up. Let's defend Korea.
Securing our interests.
I think the dog wants to go to the bathroom. Give me 2 seconds to let her out. I'll just confirm the assignments. I'll be right back. I'm just going to let the dog out. Oh, no. She's just having a drink of water, so maybe we're fine. Okay, let's unpause. Cool, that's another... Alien Robotics has completed. This is a big one. We've completed Alien Robotics. Having gained limited comprehension of the visitor's computers, we have since been able to discern the function, if not the operation, of the robotics. These have proven significantly more straightforward to understand than were their computers. The purpose is relatively familiar: maintenance and construction. The former, as we can tell, entails ensuring the ships keep flying efficiently, can repair damage without necessitating that their crew endanger themselves, and can automatically adapt to different atmospheric and gravitational conditions. The latter appears to be for the small-scale creation of weapons, ammunition, armor, and fuel to spare the craft and its occupants from the regular need to resupply back at wherever they originate from. In this vein, we have also identified what we believe to be culinary robots and medical machines. In other words, the craft can provide everything the aliens need to stay alive for potentially indefinite periods. As with the computers, these robotics bear signs of some manner of touch-free interface. Our theory remains the aliens can somehow operate them via smell or pheromone alone. Oh, okay, she does want to go outside. Give me 2... Okay, I'm coming, puppy, I'm coming. 2 seconds, everybody. So the big one here, and the reason I've researched this, is national investment points we direct to build army are increased by 5%. I am indeed on a mission to lower unrest in Dogo. National investment points we direct to military are increased by 5%, and ships are built 5% faster. We also get our access to potentially to damage control drones and tactical drones. I'm going to queue up another alien research. We're going to queue up exotic materials. But we're just going to have one slot doing alien stuff from this point onwards. So once Corporate Resolution is done, that's going to go into military.
I will help them.
Cool. So let's set that to permanent so I don't have to keep getting reminded about it.
Making things safe.
Defended in Korea. 2. Okay, and then that... So there's another alien fleet coming into Earth orbit. Cruiser, destroyer, and escort. What do they want? Why are they here? I don't know what they're here for. This fleet is not here to do surveillance. Unless they're joining that other fleet, I don't know why they're here. So we're going to keep an eye on them. Layer defense array is done at 67. Hey, Grid Dad, good to see you. Okay, we can research damage control drones. Our damage control teams conduct repairs 50% faster. That's just a nice to have. It's going okay. We haven't done any fighting
Things
today.
are cooling off.
We're mostly just consolidating and researching. Okay, public campaigning in India. You can keep doing that for as long as you want. Okay, they're in low Earth orbit. Why are they here? Have we done crime? I haven't done any crime.
The control is vulnerable now.
They're also doing surveillance. Okay. So let's set a new reminder for November the 28th. Victor 382 will complete surveillance. Thanks, Critet. On the 1 December. So we now have two. I didn't know the aliens could do this. We now have two alien fleets conducting research in Earth orbit at the same time. I'm guessing that we're not going to be able to hit both of them. We're going to be able to hit only one of them, which is a big problem. Okay, we've got our settlement core completed on Mercury, and we've also got our orbital cores completed in Mercury orbit. So we need to set these places up now. Okay, so I want to upgrade that solar array to a solar corrector. And let's see what other stuff we want. So I want to have a farm. 90 days. I want to have 2 layer defense arrays. So does anybody know about the aliens? Yes, humanity very much knows about the aliens now. I want to have an operations center. I want to have a settlement mining core. I can't upgrade that yet. Is that everything I want? I want an admin node as well. I want an admin node. Is that everything I need here? No, we're the only ones who really have a problem with them. So that one solar array is going to give us 394 power. We only need 250. I don't have research labs I can build here. Are we at war with them? We're not at war with them at the moment. At the moment, we have a cold piece. We're maybe about to poke the bear, though. I'll get I didn't build a nano factory, did I? Layer defense array, farm, solar array, layer defense array. Oh, yeah, I'll build a nano factory as well. And I can build a skunk works too. Because we have so much power here. That still gives us tons of excess power. But that'll probably do for the moment. We can build more mines on Mercury. So it looks like the Project Exodus have set up here. And they've grabbed one of the 18 value mines we were looking at. I'm still not that worried about it now that we've got this up to 141. Okay, now we need to sort out these stations. So I'm just going to use one of these to be the what's it called? The template. So I want one solar array. I want one farm. I want 2 layer defense arrays. I want a nano... Oh, actually, I need an operation center on each of these, which is unique. Nano factories aren't unique, are they? No, and skunkworks aren't unique either. No, I don't really want to like what I want to put on these are research campuses, but we don't have research campuses yet. So they're basically a blank template at the moment. The question is do I have... Well, I guess I'll put a nano factory and a skunkworks on each one now, so there's something on them, and then down the road I might need to place them. So I'm going to save that template. And then I'm going to go to the other bases and just build that template on them. So we've got this base. I will apply that template. And then we've got this base. I will apply that template to it. And that just speeds up constructing those. Alright. Let's head back to Earth. We're also at our control point cap right now. So we've got to watch out for that. Okay, any abductions in Kiev? That's not good. Definitely not good. We don't want that happening at all. And in Kabul, Afghanistan. And alien terror attacks in Turkmenistan. We've again identified the alien doing it. He's not very subtle when he does it, because we can detect him every
Our
time.
people have
And we've
taken
purged
control.
another control point
Prepping
out
for
of
next mission.
Korea. So we have 3 of 4, and we're now over our control point maximum. So if we wanted to grab the last control point, it is going to take us quite a bit over our control point maximum. But I think a cooperative resolution will give us some more control points. Let me just let me get the dog. 1 second. That's the dog back in. So you're asking me about, I can also do lower tier research labs and upgrade them. Can I upgrade them into research campuses though? Like the generic research campus that doesn't have a specialization? I'm not sure if I can. I'm quite happy for them to build all that stuff out for the moment. We'll just make research campuses a research priority when cooperative resolution is done. Hang on. The dog is about to bark because she's not wrapped up in her blanket. Oh, no, she's actually okay. She's quite happy to lie on her blanket. She wants to go to her bed, but she also wants to guard me. So she's come into the room and is lying sadly on her bed, staring at me to go to bed. They do upgrade into research campuses. Okay. In that case, why don't I just fill the rest of this out? I also didn't check I had enough power. I do. So it doesn't really matter which type of research center I build then. I think let me get the research done first. I'm just a bit wary. Okay, we also have access to tactical drones, which is another 5% build army bonus. So I want to favorite that. I failed to purge into Project Exodus in Kazakhstan. That's okay. How goes the space tourism? We've not done too much space. We've done any space tourism actually. Ooh. Protectorate Fleet Papa 10 is launched on a trajectory for Purple Murdered Burglar. Purple Murdered Burglar is... Why is the Protectorate attacking us in space? With a bunch of... Corvettes? Oh, I can't put them in... Okay, that's fine. Corvettes and escorts. 10-inch cannon. 10-inch cannon. 10-inch cannon. 10-inch cannon. Light ion battery. And Artemis torpedoes. Revenge for Korea, yes. Hey, Precursor 6. Okay. Purple Murdered Burglar is our money-making station. This is the station that has the medical centers. They're attacking our space hospitals. I don't... Does this station even have... Yeah, we've got 2-layer defense arrays here. That is a funny minute with such a great ship name. Okay. They're attacking our space hospitals. Unfortunately, they are going to arrive in 8.9 hours. They are using... What drive are they using? I need to click on a ship to find out what drive they're using. Can I not click on a ship to check their drives? They are using... Dumbo drives. They're Dumbo driving towards us. Alright. In that case, we can send... Xenonauts, I think, can transfer to Purple Murdered Burglar faster than they can. 2 hours, so they can get there faster. They can't refuel when they get there, though. So we're going to have to build some way of getting them to refuel. Do I need them for this battle, or do you think the layered defense arrays will do the work for us? Considering only one of their ships actually has a gun I'm worried about. I could make them arrive slower, that's true. It's going to take... Hang on. It's going to take these guys 8.9 hours to get there. So the Xenonauts... Oh, sorry, that's me. I do not want to do that. Hang on. It set me to intercept them. I want to go to Purple Murdered Burglar. There we go. I can make it take 4 hours. That's where we've got Orion drives. So that we can get there. We can get there in 4 hours and still have 3.4 Delta V. I don't know if that's enough to get us home. I think that's enough to get us home. We should be fine. Okay, I'm going to send the Xenonauts. So we're going to finish this stream with a fight. Because the Protectorate have decided to attack us. And then we probably need to do something about the Protectorate. I think the Protectorate have now lost Earth orbit privileges, if that's the case. Alright, I'm going to slow down time a little bit. So that's their intercept. There's the Xenonauts intercept. How cool is that, by the way? So the Xenonauts have arrived, which is fine. So they are there. Yeah, we need to burn to get up to speed. Also, we don't have any PD on any of these ships, which is a little bit of a problem. But the station has PD. But then the only ships we need to worry about are the ones with the torpedoes, because we'll outrange the rest of them. Okay, very quickly, we've got to turn to setup. We need to defend. So we need to defend Earth. We need to defend India, and I want to fully take over South Korea. And that's going to put us quite high over our control cap, which is a small problem. Actually, we don't need to. We can leave that last one empty. Yes, Bruce level up. Thank you. His admin is 22, so he's very close to being maxed on admin. We'll just keep pushing it. No one else has an admin, right? No, no one else has a level up. Insert Megamind meme here. No point-to-point defense. Yeah. Okay. So we now control South Korea, apart from the executive point. I think I do want that executive point. So we're gonna get Steve Jobless to purge out that last point to take the whole country, and that will just give us all of South Korea. And then we need to start working on North Korea, which thankfully is only two points for a control cost, so we can merge these two countries. The problem with merging South Korea and North Korea is it just ruins South Korea's stats, because this is just a nightmare of trying to unite these two countries. But we'll do what we can. The thing to remember, of course, is that South Korea has one nuke. North Korea has one nuke, so you can't attack them. That's pretty much what we're probably going to have to do, Salty Frosty. But it's going to take a while for us to get up to speed. Bruce Wayne will go back to investigating people, because he's like the cat from Red Dwarf. He likes to investigate things. Robusto Combusto will investigate the aliens in Ukraine.
We'll recon the site.
Wintermute will go back to investigating as well. Defend India. Thank you for reminding me. I was actually going to do that, and I forgot. India does need to be defended. Let's defend India. Okay. That turn is done. Let's go back to space. So the Xenonauts have arrived at the station. The station does have 2 layer defense arrays, correct? Yes, okay. So the Protectorate will be here shortly. The Protectorate have arrived. So let's begin the fight. They have more ships than us, but we have, I think, better ships, I hope. So let's engage. Both these are willing to fight. Prepare for combat. Okay, so there's 2 ways we do this. One, we go in at max speed, and we'll load our missiles with as much Delta V as possible. The other is we hide behind the station, not moving at all. Wait for them to launch their missiles. Intercept the missiles with the station. Do you want to be wrapped up in your blanket? Okay. And then we accelerate. No, where are you going? Oh, she's being grumpy. She wants to be wrapped up in her blanket in her bed. So those are the 2 different ways we play this out. Now, last time we did this, I went for the hide behind the station option, and the aliens were able to overwhelm us. The other thing is we don't have a ton of missiles available to us. We have what? Well, actually, we have a lot of missiles available to us. Okay, we have an absolutely insane... exactly, Damon, that's what I was trying to explain. We have an absolutely insane number of missiles available to us. We just have to split our targets intelligently. And make sure we overwhelm that 40mm PD, which I think we can do quite easily. So do I go for the standing still option, or do I go for the accelerating option? Because basically we do a drive-by, right? We accelerate as fast as we possible. We launch all of our missiles as soon as we're in range. We blast through their fleet. And then we just keep on going. And we disengage from the battle. We don't come back around for another run. We just launch all our missiles and get out. So I actually think this... Okay, puppy. I'll wrap you up. Give me 1 second. The dog is being grumpy. What would you want? She has like one of her favorite beds is a giant beanbag, and she wanted me to put her, wanted me to cover her up. The ships with zero combat acceleration to you might be able to pull off their ships with zero. You might be able to pull off a drive-by. Accelerating option can leave you out of fuel. I'm not going to accelerate in battle. I'm going to use the initial velocity, and that's it. I'm not going to accelerate beyond what we start off with. There will be a synchronization moment where obviously we're in range of their 10-inch cannons. Do we need to worry about being hit by the 10-inch cannons? These ships don't have a lot of armor. I think the station LDA can do fine on their own. I think we're going to sit behind the station, if I'm being honest. And if the station looks like it's getting overwhelmed, we'll accelerate. All right. So they're coming in a block. We're hiding back here in a block. We've got the LDAs in front of us. Our missiles are set to bombardment. I'm going to switch them to salvo fire. So I can just go salvo, 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 salvo. And we'll see how that goes. So basically, I'll split the ships up into groups of 2. And we'll fire the missiles if we need to. Okay. Let's oops, I didn't mean to do that. Let's unpause. So I can't see their ranges, but all of these guys have a 10-inch cannon and a 40mm autocannon. So if we have a look at the front of the ship, we should be able to see that 10-inch cannon. Not really. Yeah, it's not amazing. These are the ships here that have the 10-inch cannons. You can see them. They'll come back. So there's the 40mm up north and south, and then the 10-inch cannon in the front. That's literally a 10-inch cannon from Earth. Not a space weapon at all. And then they've got 2... the Pretoria class has light ion. Sorry, the Windhoek has light ion, and the Pretoria has 12 torpedoes. That's the only thing I'm really worried about here. Let's just check our ships. I want to check our missile ranges. So they are actually about to enter missile range for the Hestia torpedoes. But we're going to wait until they're in Lancehead missile range before we launch anything. So let's speed time up a little bit because their ships are slow. I've got a feeling that our LDAs will start firing before they do. So let's just keep an eye on them. Okay, this is going to take forever for them to get into range. Their ships are unbelievably slow. But this is not the first ever recorded human versus human space battle in this universe. Okay, they're launching their missiles. Let's slow down time a little bit. Are they paddling those ships? So that's the missiles away. Where are they? I've lost them. That's all of their missiles. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, that's all of their missiles launched in groups of 2. And the LDA is dealing with them. That's all of their missiles dealt with. Now we're firing our main guns. And the 40mm is firing to intercept. Can the 40mm destroy these guns? Yeah, okay, they can destroy our rail guns. So we need to focus on the ships with 40mm, which is the majority of them. So they do have a decent amount of PD. This guy is actually pulling out now. We could chase him down if we need to. Are we in missile range yet? We are. Okay, we're about to enter missile range. We're not quite in range yet. Okay, I'm going to pause the game. We're now in missile range. So I'm going to order the stars yet to be seen to salvo these to one salvo here. And the Speculator to fire one salvo here. And I'll wait for that salvo to fire. Okay, and then I'm going to order a salvo here. And a salvo here. I'll wait for that to fire. Alright, and then I'm going to order a salvo here. And I'm going to order you to fire a salvo at him. And then do I need to fire any more missiles, do we think? We're actually hitting... the Riga here is already taking hits. I don't think they've got enough PD to take out all of these missiles. Well, okay, they've got the ions as well. They're taking out some of the missiles. I can launch a bigger attack if I need to. There goes one. The dog's back, by the way. There goes another one. There goes another one. And another one. So one ship has survived. The missiles are trying to curve around to hit it. Let's hit it with another salvo. And then I want my... the only problem is that I can't hit this ship. It's gone out of range. Probably didn't need a salvo. Probably just needed one missile. I think some of these are trying to go for it. They're not going to make it. They don't have enough fuel. Puppy, please stop barking. She's being very fussy because I'm still awake. Hang on a minute. I need to sort the dog out. I'm so sorry. This battle will finish in the background. Could you please go to bed and stop barking? She actually went outside and then acted like I just woken up. Did it shoot down all of those missiles again while I was away? Did it really shoot down all of those missiles? In that case, let's hit it with 2 salvos. This is the warship to end all warships, if I'm being completely honest. If it survived all of this, it's not going to survive this barrage. There we go. Now it's dead. The Victoria is going to escape unless I want to accelerate after it. I mean, I could. Well, you're out of missiles. You're out of missiles. You still have, but it's out of your range, right? Yeah, it's well out of your range. You'd have to chase it down. I don't really want to do that. I'm guessing it's running away. I mean, how fast is it going? I could, if I was to get Dr. Doctor's Free Advice Show to... she's barking again. I could get it to... intercept. That's going to use up some Delta V. Let me just get the dog back in. Hang on. Sorry, everybody. This is where I come back and find the intercept course. Okay, they died. Cool. What happened at the end there? Irons do look fancy. I don't know what happened, but it was blown. One of those missiles must have caught it. Are you serious, dog? I just put you to bed again. I don't know what's wrong with her tonight. I don't think it has enough fuel. Rip. It'll be fine. We can share fuel between the other ships. We got some stuff salvage. We got some promotions. Space Force Academy defeated the protection of battles. Purple murdered burglar and printed lost 6 ships. Alright, so we'll wait for the Xenonauts to become available again. I need to speed up time a little bit. And then I will select them. And they still have... Okay, so he's down to 1.3. So let's just see if they can fly back without me needing to do anything. So they will want to fly back to red lorry, yellow lorry. They have insufficient delta V. If I equalize delta V between them... So share propellant, wait for them to become available again. And now I try. Oops. Can they make it now? They can. Cool. So they're gonna transfer back to base, and that's all fine. The dog is becoming ungovernable. I think she's just moody, because it's cold tonight. 40 minutes through flew our torpedoes and straight to our ship. I saw that. It took some damage, but the fleet's on its way back home, which is fine. They have now completed their transfer. And they are repairing and resupplying until the 2nd of June. So, perfect. We'll just finish up this turn. And then, unfortunately, I'm going to have to end the stream. The Xenonauts are repaired. Are they refueled? Yes, they are. So, there you go. That's the Protectorate dealt with for their... We now need to look at wiping it, maybe possibly wiping the Protectorate out from Earth orbit.
Securing our control.
In order to punish them for what they've just done. But that's something we're going to look at in the next stream, because I'm very tired.
Surveillance complete.
She's still she's still like fussing around behind me. She's currently fighting with her blanket. You're such a stubborn dog. when you want to be. That's not how you put a blanket. You can't attack. Oh, she's gonna bark at me. I dare to speak to her. All right, Gabchannel, don't worry. I'm gonna finish the stream in a second. Unable to increase unrest in Argentina. This is how you use a blanket, okay? You have to get under the blanket, not attack it with your face. There you go. Now you're under the blanket. Ooh, this is great time. Oh, hold it, Sujin Tofu. What do you want me to explain? Well, I'm going to read out the a cooperative resolution while the Hodit's on screen. We've completed a cooperative resolution project. We can no longer have our cake and eat it. That much is clear. We cannot be an organization that offers surrender with one hand but slaughter with the other. Peace is the only realistic... how to use a blanket. Okay, well, I explained it. You have to go under the blanket rather than attacking it with your face, which is what she was doing. Peace is the only realistic long-term outcome for humanity. And on that, enough of us are now agreed. We will demand that those among us who hold more extreme views either compromise or leave. Once we are of one mind, no matter what it might cost us, we can enact our great plan. To prove decisively to the aliens that Earth is not theirs for the taking, but neither is it their enemy. So that gets us 40 more control points, which fixes the Korea problem instantly. Our work has spun off a new organization, Academy Envoys, which is in the faction pool, maybe assigned to a counselor. It grants us 100 influence. Wow. The following projects may unlock for us to research in the future. Best and brightest.
We are on a difficult path, Chancellor.
Great artwork.
But perhaps the one with the greatest reward. The foundation of an interstellar fraternity of worlds.
That's a highfalutin goal. We've completed the set our goals objective. There has at least been one benefit to our drop in support. It has made our arguments more civilized. Most of the hardliners have abandoned us, joining the bleed off to the resistance to the service to humanity first, even to the shadowy organization known as the Initiative. Those who remain are a small, tight-knit group, held together not so much by ideology as by loyalty and determination. But we have reached a consensus. We will pursue two opportunities simultaneously. First, we will use our links to the servants and other pro-alien groups to attempt to contact the aliens and open negotiations. Ideally, this will result in a negotiated peace, but we recognize that that is unlikely. Our position is too weak, and there is little reason for the aliens to end a war that they are clearly winning. Realistically, our best hope is to get a clearer picture of who they are and what they want. Secondly, and simultaneously, we will work to strengthen our own position. This will require cooperation with the resistance factions to engage in guerrilla warfare against the aliens, with the goal of learning more about their species and reverse engineering their technology. We will build up our space fleet, our control over the solar system, and our military technology, with the hope of eventually using this as leverage to force the aliens to the negotiating table, and taking us more seriously this time. And should that fail, we will be forced back to our initial positions, surrender or fight to the last, at which point our group will certainly fracture for good. I tremble at the audacity of what we propose. Attempting to reach a permanent peace while simultaneously keeping our own independence is without question the most difficult path. Should we fail, we will become a footnote in history, dismissed as idealistic fools. Only time will tell if they are right. So now we've got their weakness and their purpose goals to do, but we need to pick a new research for here. There was something that popped up that I was like, yes, we need this straight away. I can't think of what it is right now. Ships in the line is definitely something I want. I'm just going to grab Repair Bay because it's a very cheap module. Yeah, let's get tactical drones actually for the build army priority. Now the only other thing I want to do is finish this turn and check what that new org is. So we now also have Academy Envoys, which gives +2 influence, +10 science, +3 persuasion, +6 administration, and +2 science, and +10% xenology research, which is really nice. But I don't know who I can give this to. I think I maybe need to think about that next time, because again, the Titus has caught up with me. Let's just finish the turn. +2 science. In abductions in Russia. More alien messing around in Turkmenistan. We've identified the alien who's doing it again. And they're doing terrorization in Kazakhstan as well. And they're doing terrorization in Slovakia. Oh my goodness.
Recon complete.
That's crazy. Humanity First Fleet launches for low Earth orbit 2. Okay, that's just a Humanity First Fleet. What type of ship is that? Oh, it's just a Corvette. It looks a lot more interesting than a Corvette, but it's a Corvette with a light. They're going. Lots of people using they're using ions. That's a light ion battery it's got on it, and a light rail cannon Mark III. That's an actual warship, although it's using Dumbo drives. That's an actual warship, which makes a big difference.
We've removed some threats.
And we now control South Korea completely. It's now ours. So we will need to next time work on protecting it and getting ready to combine it with North Korea, which is going to suck when we do it. Aliens really don't like the Turks. They really don't like the Ottoman Empire, do they? That's our outpost mining complex at Pyrasmi Cadastre. I actually love that name now. So that's our income going up a little bit more. And Compact Solid Core Fusion Reactor 3 is now available, which is the one we need for the shape charge and of the shape charge stuff. United States of America has just imposed a new regime in Saudi Arabia, which is interesting. And that is the end of the turn. Okay, a lot has happened in the last 2 turns. Oh, we've just taken control of the first army in South Korea. Can I name it? All right, last thing we're gonna do is name this army. So we're gonna roll an army, and it is called Legio 18. Legio XVIII. Same name. That's the South Korean army. Okay. That is where we're going to have to end the stream for tonight. I'm sorry again that I'm so tired. It's just, I don't know what it is about the Tuesday streams, because I'm absolutely fine for the Thursday streams when I do Rogue Trader. It's just whatever it is, the start of the week is just knocking me out. Thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate you tuning in and all of your support and all of your help. I know sometimes I get a little bit sandy about the backseating, but I actually really appreciate the backseating, specifically for Terra Invicta, because there's so much going on. So thank you for the assistance and keeping me on the right track. There is, like I said, going to be a Xenonauts 2 dropping after the stream in about an hour, 2 hours, as long as it's finished going up to 4K. Yeah, thanks. And then I'll be back, hopefully, with a Nebulous tomorrow, Rogue Trader the day after, and then we've got Mechanicus 2 on the weekend, and we've also got Unicorn Overlord on Sunday as well. So until then, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful morning, noon, or night, and I'll catch you in the next video. Until then, ciao for now. I'll catch you later. See ya. Bye.